We have to eliminate the big play. James Turner has not missed a point after touchdown all season. He's made all but one field goal. And this is easy pickings. Easy pickings. Well, the sophomore kicker out of Saline, Michigan. We're tied at 7-7. Big plays burn the Seminoles. A 66-yard kick run by Tutu Atwell, Florida kid. And the Cardinals have tied the Noles at 7-7.
And that's just really tough when you look at it. It's tough because you got that long play, and you just have to make sure that next time you come out the next series, you get it done.
All right, we'll be back. Keep it right here on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
Some say it's our sauces. Others say it's our rubs or cuts of meat. But you want to know what our secret recipe really is? Time. You see, to get the signature flavor of Sonny's barbecue, you got to smoke meat over low heat for a long time. Of course, you got to have great sauces and rubs. But if you ain't got patience, leave the slow smoking to those of us who believe flavor is the way. Sonny's barbecue. Local pitmasters since '68.
The FSU bookstore has Tallahassee's largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise. You can get your Seminole pride at the FSU bookstore.
What's up, y'all? Sound late.
Game day events, autograph signings by FSU former
what up, y'all?
Check out our social media page at facebook.com/FSU bookstore for more details. You can shop at one of our 5 convenient locations or go online at shopfsu.com. Remember, the FSU bookstore has the largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise.
Dare to brag. Get the FSU tag today. Proceeds from the tag sales support scholarships for students at FSU, a preeminent institution that is ranked 19th among national public universities by U.S. News and World Report. First-time license plate buyers receive a $25 rebate as a thank you. For more information, visit fsu.edu/mytag. Well, we're not even 5 minutes into the football game, Gene, and each team has gone the length of the field 7-7. A backbreaker on 3rd and 8. That 66-yard slant over the middle. Tutu Atwell gets the Cardinals into scoring position, and they capitalize to even the score.
That was the biggest play of the game so far, and that sort of mimics the Houdini-like play that Jordan Travis did.
7-7.
First touchdown. 7-7. I say Houdini-like. It looked like the ball had been fumbled. He picked it up on one bounce and made 2 guys in red helmets miss him with a nice little jump cut, and then raced to the end zone to give FSU a nearly 7-0 lead.
7-7.
State led North Carolina 27-0 last week in that upset win over a 5th-ranked North Carolina Tar-Heel team. Tied on the road at 7-7.
And looking back on the big play on that drive with Atwell, what happened is Brownlee was playing man-to-man on him, and Atwell made an outside move and jumped on that and wasn't able to pick up again on the inside.
The kickoff is returned out to the 24-yard line. And we benefited from a kick out of bounds. Ja'Kai Douglas carried that kickoff all the way out to near the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. FSU will start inside the 25-yard line. 7-7 score. Florida State and Louisville knotted early going at Cardinal Stadium.
When nothing changes for the offense, they still got to go down. They got to put the ball in the end zone. They have to get some points in. Again, you just run your offense through Jordan Travis.
When nothing changes for the offense, they still got to go down. They got to pick up the ball in the end zone. They have to get some points in. From the 23-yard line, here is the snap handoff running left with a jump cut gets maybe 2. Not much running room for LaDainian Webb. LaDainian Webb sort of slashed his way, lowered his shoulder. He got ahead for a couple of yards. Good tackling by the front 4, led by Garrett Goldwire. A returning veteran starter.
Hit the light, people. We got 17 people in here. I got 1 light.
He is a big fella.
Give me a light, please.
5 pounds, nose tackle. It is 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 7.5. Cameron McDonald in motion. RPO look for the Seminoles. Jordan Travis awaits the snap. The long count. Slaps the hand. McDonald in motion. RPO look for the
Hit the light.
Jet sweep and running up the gut. Very little running room for Jashawn.
Hit the light. Got 20 people in here. Hit the light.
3rd down and long. 3rd down at about 6.5. FSU 7, Louisville 7.
When you're playing against a team that has good team speed defensively, it's always good to me, in my opinion, to run the ball right at them. When you go sideline to sideline, it it kind of gives them the ability to utilize their speed to try to counteract your speed. So really, it gets to the point where you just have to defeat the man in front of you and make the play.
Third down and 6, call it. The Noles need to reach the 33.
Come on, defense.
And empty backfield for Jordan Travis. Drops, bumps, cuts the ball away. It is an incomplete pass. One Hopkins.
Thanks, man.
And his errant throw intended for Keyshawn Hilton was about 3 yards too short. And the Seminoles go 3 and out for the first time in today's ballgame.
Well, that was kind of scary right there. He's just trying to get rid of it. Looks like Gene, and he kind of throws that ball into the ground because he's really throwing back across his body and back across the field.
Incomplete pass. Well, a guy can dribble the football and bounce it to himself and one and score a touchdown. I don't know if there's anything beyond his abilities. In to punt the football, Alex Mastromano. And awaiting Rajay Burns. Burns, an outside linebacker, is their punt return specialist. Good snap, and Mastromano kicks it toward the right of the field. And calling for and making the fair catch is Rajay. And the Louisville Cardinals will have the ball at their 30-yard line. Good kick by Mastromano. He's handled that punting responsibilities from Melbourne, Australia. A first-year Florida State Seminole. The 7-7 score. We're in the first quarter. The action continues after the break. This is the Seminole Sports Network, brought to you by Learfield IMG College.
Hey, FSU fans, StubHub has been the easiest way to buy and sell Seminoles tickets for almost 20 years. Whether you're looking for a single seat at the 50 or a section for your whole squad, StubHub has the best selection of tickets for any budget. Use Virtual View to find your perfect spot, score a great deal with a price alert, and get your tickets delivered instantly. It's the best way to get into Doak Campbell Stadium. StubHub is the official ticketing partner of Florida State Athletics. StubHub, be there.
Today tastes like game day at home, like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining and an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. It tastes like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to, and it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola, together tastes better.
FSU football is back in action, and you can enjoy the season here in Tallahassee safely. Whether you're socially distanced in the stands at Doak or cheering on the team from a local craft brewery, game days are always memorable. And after the final whistle blows, you'll find over 700 miles of wide-open trails, outdoor art exhibitions, and restaurants serving everything from southern favorites to fresh Gulf seafood. Even in 2020, there's no shortage of fun to be had here. That's the beautiful thing about Tallahassee. Plan your trip at visitallahassee.com.
Florida Blue is a proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. Stop by their Tallahassee Florida Blue Center located on Appalachian Parkway or visit them online at floridablu.com. 7-7 as Louisville has the ball for the second.
I know, RT. I know.
Well,
what's up, Michael?
A couple on a counterplay, then a couple more on a jet sweep. But on third down and
I know.
Jordan Travis those incomplete.
You try running the show. What's up, y'all? Hit that like.
For 4 throwing the football. He did score Florida State's touchdown on our opening drive. 8-yard run when he avoided 2 tackles around the 5-yard line with a nifty jump cut after dropping the ball on a handoff exchange issue and picking up on one bounce. Florida State 7, Louisville 7. Cardinals will have the ball.
Defensively, the keys are the same. Don't give up the big play. Get off the field on third down and play. The defensive line has to play and be disruptive in the Louisville backfield.
One thing Malik Cunningham presents to the Florida State defense that Sam Howell did not last week is Malik Cunningham can beat you with his legs. He's carried the ball 56 times, averages about 2.5 yards a carry, but he can sprint. He's not Lamar Jackson, but when he was recruited by Bobby Petrino, Bobby thought he had another Lamar Jackson. He's from Montgomery, Alabama. Mr. Football in Alabama. That gives you all the credentials you need. From the 30-yard line, moving right, handoff to Javian Hawkins, bottled up in the backfield, gets off the hook, runs back to his left, 35 to the 40, outside the numbers, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, down the sideline. Javian Hawkins will go 70 yards. And they lead 13-7.
I mean, that's just a point right there of missing tackles and losing contain. I don't even understand how he was able to get out the backfield because he had the reverse field. We missed some tackles, and then there was nobody out there to contain the play once he got outside.
Javian Hawkins, 70-yard TD run. Big play, Javian. And the Cardinals lead 13-7. One play, 6 points down the sideline. Looked like we had him bottled up, William. He just got off the hook, ran back to his left, and it was a foot race. He runs a 4.3740. It looks like he runs faster than that.
Yeah, just was not going to catch him right there. I knew once he hit that corner, you could just tell his stride was a little bit longer than everybody that was chasing him.
Point after touchdown again is virtually automatic for James Turner, and the Cardinals strike like lightning. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, both scored by Javian Hawkins. It's 14-7 Louisville.
Yeah, right here, the defensive end comes down too tight, and then the cornerback who's responsible there, Akeem Dent, he takes a terrible angle back there, and the running back is able to get back outside of him and sprint down the sideline, Gene, and it just holds true. This defense has to eliminate the big play. I mean, to me, that's the biggest key of the game right now, is eliminate the big play. And we saw big plays have set up this Louisville offense.
Well, the Cardinals have taken the lead. They're the home team.
Get the light.
Little crowd is in attendance, making some noise now as Javian Hawkins changes the scoreboard with a 70-yard sprint down the left edge, ran right down the numbers on the left side of the field. Florida State trailing 14-7. Now you've got to answer as a visiting team.
You have to right now because you came out, you're able to grab that momentum early by going down and scoring. You let them come out and regain momentum. Now they have double that momentum because they just had another big play. You can tell there's a lot of energy and confidence picking up on that sideline.
Ja'Kai Douglas will watch it bounce into his hands at the 4, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20-yard line. He's dropped to the 21. Florida State will have the ball for the 3rd time. Ja'Kai Douglas is their designated kickoff returner today, a freshman. And Florida State will start at the 21-yard line. Florida State trailing now 14-7. The Cardinals 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, both by their ace running back Javian Hawkins. Hawkins, a big reason why the Cardinals have 147 yards of offense to the Noles 69.
That was kind of scary right there. He just tried
Florida
to get
State
better. Like
scored on the opening possession, an 8-yard run by Jordan.
15 to the 20-yard line. He's dropped to the
7-play drive, and FSU took a 7-0 lead. Florida State with the football.
Good job by Wilson that time. Good job by Wilson. Just a little slant play right there off the line of scrimmage. And actually a skinny post.
Hit the light, people. Hit the light.
Underneath the safety, up underneath the corner for a good play.
Terrio Wilson makes the catch. A Louisville Cardinal defensive player shaken up on the play. Pokey Wilson picking up the slack for his former high school teammate Tamarian Terry. Terry not active today. Had minor knee surgery a couple of weeks ago. Missed last week's game and is out today. The injured player is Isaiah Hayes, the free safety. But he appears to be okay as he trots to the sideline. One of their top tacklers goes to the sideline at least for one play. FSU with the ball. That Ontario Wilson catch was good for 13 yards and a Seminole first down. Pistol formation now from the 34-yard line, moving left, handoff up the right side, goes to Damian Webb, makes a tackle. He's got a gain of 8, maybe 9 if they spot the ball. Ahead for a yard. He was tripped up. That was Lawrence Toafili, I beg your pardon.
What's up, Pat?
We didn't see him at all last week, Gene. I was thinking maybe they were trying to fourth game. They're going to probably try to redshirt him, but it doesn't look like it if he's getting in there and getting it done now. And he's an explosive running back. We got to make sure we utilize him more.
Florida State trailing 14-7, trying to answer. The Javian Hawkins 70-yard touchdown run. Pistol formation again. Toafili, the setback, will run the option, and this George pitches the ball back to Toafili. He's got the first down to the 50, to the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
Dangerous option play. Jordan Travis continues to live life on the edge. Looked like he was going to be tackled and pitched the ball at the last moment, a little low, and Toafili picked up the low hop and got it ahead for a gain and a first down.
I think that was more of a toss than a pitch, Gene. It looked like he threw that ball to him. I had a little spiral on it, didn't pitch it out there, but was able to get the ball into the hands of the running back to pick up a few more yards.
Toafili, nice play. Play action fake. Jordan Travis drops, looks, throws the ball upfield. It is incomplete. I think he just got rid of the ball. You had an eligible receiver in the area. That was Toafili. The Louisville Cardinals defense comes up the works.
Hit the light.
As Nick Okakiki was putting a lot of pressure
Hit the
on
light, people. Hit the light.
Travis. Coming into the ball game, Travis completed 34 of the 63 passes. Still trying to get that air game going now. He is 2 of 6 throwing the football, including a first down strike on the first play of this series. We trail 14-7 from the Louisville 45. Blitz threat, 5 men in the box, 6 in the box, and somebody jumped the gun. Flag thrown, and somebody in white jumped the gun.
Number 87.
Cam McDonald wears number 87. And the Noles will have to overcome a 5-yard false start penalty. Florida State trailing 14-7. McDonald had a huge catch and run on the first series that led to a Jordan Travis touchdown. McDonald out of Long Beach, California. Big, tall, 6'4" tight end. Line of scrimmage now, the 50-yard line. Here's the snap, play action fake. Jordan Travis wants to throw, gets the pass downfield. Caught ball, coming back for the broken tackle to the 40, to the 35. Alabama's at the 33-yard line. Jordan Young makes the catch and avoids a tackle and gets the first down. Great effort after contact by that Young, the sophomore from Conyers, Georgia.
And a nice route there, too, but it's putting the ground back to the football. And that's what you're taught to do as a receiver. Come back and attack the football, attack it with his hands on it. Then we bring the tackle and pull up the first down.
Let's go.
Cameron Jordan McDonald tried to dig it out, but it's incomplete. FSU will face second down at 10.
What's up, Gucci?
Against the Cardinal defense. That it's tough to move the ball up. They held Notre Dame to 1 touchdown. That was late, and 2 field goals in a Notre Dame win a week ago in South Bend. We know how good that Notre Dame offense is. This Cardinal defense held them in check for nearly 60 minutes. They allowed just 207 yards passing, and that is 3rd best in the conference. An RPO look, spread formation, jet sweep, handoff to Lawrence Toafili, 30, inside the 25, and he's out of bounds, close to the first down.
Hey, what's up, Coop?
I believe Toafili's got enough
What's up,
to
Coop?
first down.
I just love the way that young man moves. He does it so effortlessly.
What's up, Coop?
Well, a jet sweep is successful for a first down. However, there's a chop block infraction that will cost FSU dearly. That takes away a first down jet sweep run by Toafili. The foul is on Preston Daniel.
I think they call a blindside block on him, Gene. But here's the thing. I was always taught, you're taught as a football player, you got to keep your head on the swivel. That's a great legal play. Head in front, shoulder in front. It just looked violent, but that's part of football.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand it.
Yeah, we did not see the block until the replay, but it looked like a legal block. It is going to be first down or second down at 22. Here's the snap to Jordan Travis. Wants to throw post route down. Caught ball, drop ball. Trying to run before making the catch was Keyshawn Hilton. That would have been a huge gain and possibly a first down.
Great call right there. Great call. They're giving us the middle right there, and it just runs basically a seam route. It's just a ball right up the seam. I think he might have heard the footsteps of the safety in front of him. Nephew, we got to have that one.
Yeah, that was going to be a huge gain and probably a first down. Instead, it's third down at 22. The illegal block assessed on Preston Daniel really hurt. Third down at 22. What do you dial up, Kenny Dillingham? Let's see. From the 45-yard line, inside hand of a draw play, up the gut to run, and we will not get the first down. Well, Deshaun Corbin runs the ball right up the gut. He needed 22 yards. FSU will have to run the ball. Drive began back at the FSU 21-yard line, a couple of first downs, but we could not overcome the penalty. 14-7, Louisville leads, and we'll get the ball back.
Get a good shot. We just have to make the plays. When we have the opportunity to make a play, we have to make them. Everybody has. That's what we were talking about earlier. You have to catch the ball, receivers, running backs. You got to run and pick up the yardage. You can't put all the pressure on Jordan Travis to make every play.
Jordan Travis statistically is 3 of 9, but that last one was a drop all the way. A punt by Mastromanno. Puts it high up in the air, end over end thing, and the Noles try to kill it inside the 5-yard line, and we do. Outstanding special teams play, and you expect that out of Florida State. We have been outstanding. FSU leads the nation in block punts, and that's a great coverage unit that kills that ball inside the 6-yard line. Asante Samuel was just waiting for it to bounce one time. Good job, Alex Mastromanno.
And that's what it's about right there. We need that coverage. Special teams has to play a part for us right now, especially when we're on the road and we're down. So field position is going to mean everything for us right now. We have to make sure we keep Louisville back up down here so we can get good field position for the offense, and we cannot give up the big play.
Ball is at the 6-yard line, first down 10. Malik Cunningham at quarterback. That spread offensive look with an H-back in the backfield on the left hip of the quarterback, and somebody moved in red.
Number 79, offense, half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Cameron DeGeorge, who was a reserve offensive lineman, working this series, and he moves, and that is a half the distance march off against the Cardinals. The ball will be at the 3-yard line.
Now, if you have a blitz that can get to the quarterback, here's where you want to do it down here in their red zone. Force the quarterback to make a good decision or stuff the run.
Second penalty on the Cardinals. Here is the snap. They'll feed the ball to Javian Hawkins. He dives his way out to the 7-yard line. His knee may have been down around the 6-yard line. So the Cardinals very conservative, deep in their own territory. Great job by Alex Mastromano of putting that ball inside the 10-yard line. FSU trailing 14-7. Javian Hawkins has scored a pair of touchdowns. One, a 9-yarder. The second one that gave Louisville the lead, a 70-yard sprint down the left sideline. Here's the snap. Malik Cunningham has the ball off and out near the first down marker. In fact, the first down is achieved. Well, just keep feeding the ball to that guy wearing number 10, and he's going to move the chains. He does. Javian Hawkins.
A little misdirection right there. I thought the wide receiver had it on the reverse, but it handed the ball off to the running back, and I think it kind of fooled the linebackers to Florida State, too.
5 carries, 96 yards, a pair of touchdowns, including that 70-yarder. So Malik Cunningham and the Cardinals get off the snide now as they get a first down. That's a huge first down from their own 3-yard line out to the 12. 6-17. Here's a pass to the left. Bubble streets up on the left sideline. Out to Tutu Atwell is going to reach close to the first down marker at the 27-yard line. The flag has been thrown. Florida State's defense trying to contain this high-flying Louisville offense, and I believe this is going to be a penalty on FSU's defense for a late hit or something out of bounds, perhaps.
I think it was a little shove, whatever it was a little bit too much to be doing on your opponent's sideline.
Florida State trailing 14.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Well, Brendan Gant, we think, is the guilty party. And that penalty will award another first down and 15 more yards to a high-powered offense. You don't want to give them 15. Gant out of Lakeland Kathleen High School. It is first down and 10.
Good morning,
Don. Began back at the Louisville 3 or 6-yard line, is now approaching midfield. First down, Louisville Cardinals. We're under 4 minutes left of the first quarter. Louisville leads 14-7 from the 42. Play action fake. Malik Cunningham got a screen pass play. It's incomplete. And a flag has been thrown. Again, this one appears to be on Florida State for maybe a face mask.
I don't know, man. I hope it's a face mask. I hope they're not calling pass interference because you can tackle him if he's not beyond the line of scrimmage.
Holding.
What is
defense?
Number 58, the 10-yard penalty resulted in a first down.
I saw one official sort of have his fist like this. It looked like that face mask call, but it was a holding infraction. That'll be an automatic first down. Holding, defensive holding.
Well, they're calling that on Briggs, but my thing is if that receiver is not past the line of scrimmage, that's just like a running back you're trying to make a tackle on in the backfield. So maybe he's beyond the line of scrimmage.
Well, they flag Briggs, who wears number 58. The Louisville Cardinals are moving up the field. Penalties have really been an ally of the Louisville Cardinals in this first quarter. 3:44 to go in the period. The ball is on the Seminole side of midfield, the FSU 48. Here's the snap, empty backfield. Cunningham flushed out of the pocket. Somebody's got a spy on him. He's to the 40-yard line, inside the 40, 35, down the sideline to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. He's still on his feet inside the 15-yard line. Well, we told you he could beat you with his legs as well as his arm, and Malik Cunningham did his impersonation of Lamar Jackson, and before Jaden Woodby could bring him down, he had a huge gain inside the Seminole 15-yard line.
What we're doing, it looks like we're running blitzes, but we're running two guys in the same gap, and right then we ran two gaps into the same gap, and the quarterback was able to get outside. It seems like Woodby or somebody, whoever that other blitzer was, supposed to swing back outside to try to keep contained, and we have to keep contained on the running quarterback.
Cunningham's 35-yard run. Here's first down and 10. Pass to the corner of the end zone. It is caught, but I believe out of bounds. Tutu Atwell with a remarkable concentration and effort to hang on to that ball, but he just ran out of end zone. Well, Cunningham, after a 35-yard gallop, had the Seminoles defense on its heels and tried to burn them with a little rainbow pass to the right corner. And Atwell just did not have enough real estate to come down in bounds. It is second down and 10. Nicely played by Jarvis Brownlee. Brownlee was right there, but had he had another foot in bounds, it would have been a touchdown for the Cardinals. 14-7, they want more. Cardinals up in the early going. We have 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Cunningham, play action fake, rolling to his right, throws the ball toward the end zone. Caught! It's a caught ball. Inbounds, touchdown, Louisville Cardinals. It's Ian Pfeiffer, a tight end.
And this, again, just play action, just their ability to run the ball has us worried about play action. And we got everything. Wow. So we get a personal foul to boot, but just a good play, good call by Louisville, running that play action, forcing everybody to go right on our defense and coming back to the left side of the field. Tight end is wide open, and we can't break up under and get that angle to play defense on the pass.
Cunningham throws his 11th touchdown of the season, his 34th career touchdown, and the Noles are on a deeper hole now. Point after touchdown from James Turner has not missed one this season. It's 20-7.
No, it's not.
Now make it 21-7 Louisville. Since Florida State's opening series, where Jordan Travis ran in an 8-yard touchdown, it's been all Louisville. They have scored 21 unanswered and lead 21-7.
Just hard to go on the road and win the football game when you're giving up big play after big play after big play defensively. And right there, I don't know whether it's a strong safety or the free safety that got to the tight end late, but they got their eyes focused in on the quarterback. And when you do that, you usually lose track of where your man is. So you just got to make sure you understand where your man is, play sound defense, and stop allowing these big plays, because that's what set it up. Again, the the quarterback having that huge run, getting them down there in the red zone is what set that up. So we have to eliminate the big play.
2:54 left. You know, if the Seminoles can score offensively, we have not been able to stop them defensively. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. It's been Javian Hawkins with a pair of TDs, and now Malik Cunningham throwing a touchdown pass to his tight end, Ian Pfeiffer. 21-7 Louisville.
And that's what I was kind of concerned about. What team will we get this week? Do you think that you won the national championship last week because you won a big game? Or are you going to come out and compete the same way? I think we came out there with that mindset. But again, you can't give up big plays on the road and expect to be successful. You just can't do it.
Remember, that drive began back at the Louisville 6-yard line. They were penalized half the distance, so basically they started from the 3-yard line.
So basically 96, 93, 94 yard, 94-yard basically drive right there. And you can't, once you have a team like that backed up like that, there's no way you let them out of that, especially you don't let them go 94 for a score.
15-yard penalty after the touchdown, and unsportsmanlike penalty. And so easy pickings.
Hit that light, people. Hit that light.
To kick that ball through the end zone, and FSU will start at the 25-yard line. Yeah, 21 points, William, in every drive has been 70 yards or longer. 4-play, 77-yard drive to tie the game at 7-7. Hawkins with a 9-yard TD, and then 1-play, 70-yard touchdown run by Hawkins. And 13 seconds to take the lead at 14-7. FSU with the ball. We start at the Seminole 25-yard line. Moving left, inside handoff and running the ball. Good head, hard nose running out across the 25-yard line. The 28-yard line. Goes Webb, LaDamian Webb.
And I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to establish the running game, and off the running game is the play action. And the wide receivers have to catch the ball. We had a couple of plays in there where the wide receivers needed to catch the ball, and we just didn't make the catch.
Webb coming on a 12-carry, 109-yard game against North Carolina, his first career 100-yard rushing game. Second down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Play action fake. Jordan Travis rolling, throws the ball downfield. Got a receiver in the area. It is incomplete. Intended pass for Jordan Young down that far sideline. Jordan has made 1 catch, so Jordan is incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8. That is not static on your radio. That is a train horn that they blow on 3rd down facing opponents.
Let's
I
go, Noles.
wish that Jordan Travis could have stepped into that ball a little bit more because it looked like Young had a step on the defensive back right there. And if he's able to get that ball up there where that big receiver can make a play, I think we make that play. So just trust the receivers. Get that ball up there and force them, challenge them to make a play for you.
Mark to make is the 35-yard line. Second down, 8, about 7.5. FSU in that shotgun formation. 3 receivers, right, 1 to the left. Here is the snap to Jordan Travis. 3-man rush. Jordan looks upfield, dumps the ball. It's a caught ball. Ontario Wilson, but he's trying to drop short of the first down marker. Well, that's a nice tackle in space by Russ Yeast. It's starting strong safety, a veteran starter. Wilson makes the catch. Needed 2 more yards. Could not get it. And is a tackle.
Hit the light, people. Hit the light.
The catch by Yeast. It is 4th down. FSU trailing 21-7. Late in the first quarter. A minute 46 to go. And the Noles will have to punt again. Well, after an initial success and a lengthy drive to score the game's first touchdown, the Noles have gone 3 and out twice. Got a couple of first downs on our last possession, but penalties really hurt us. Here is the snap. Mastromano will kick it. And waiting for it is Rajay Burns, and Rajay Burns will make the fair catch at the 31-yard line. So FSU's defense now has really been shredded by this Louisville offense. Hawkins with 2 touchdowns. Cunningham hit Ian Pfeiffer with a 13-yard touchdown pass, but it was his big 33-yard run prior to that pass that gave the point-blank range to the Seminole end zone. Louisville will have the ball for the 4th time, and they lead 21-7.
It is imperative that the defense get a stop right now. And really, they could use a turnover, but they cannot allow this Louisville offense to continue to move the ball down the field like they're doing right now. They have way too much confidence right now. They believe that they can get it done, and they can't be stopped. Florida State has
you got to stop with the big plays, man.
We need a big play by the defense, don't we? Trailing 21-7. Here's the snap from the 32, running the ball to the right side this time, out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It's a first down run. Running to the right. And that time, it was, well, they're going to say he's down just before he got to the line. Maurice Berkeley, a reserve running back, spelling J.B. and Hawkins, who has really been a Nole killer today. Hawkins, 5 carries, 96 yards, including a 70-yard TD. It's short of a first down, 2nd down and a yard. So the Louisville running game has hurt Florida State. Out of the power pistol look, the handoff and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, huge play by Emmett Rice. Spun around the running back, Maurice Berkeley, and then Marvin Wilson closed the door. Big play by Marvin coming off his best game as a senior. He had 6 tackles last week in the win over North Carolina.
And it's no secret what works, Gene. We just talked about it right there. Where does this defense have to play? They have to play in the backfield of the Louisville offense, and that's what they did. They were back. They're playing in on that other side of the line of scrimmage. That's what they have to do to get it done.
3rd down and 4, maybe one more play before the end of the first quarter. They line up in that spread look, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Big-time play by Marvin Wilson. 3rd down, 4 facing the Cardinals. They lead 21-7. 21-7 Louisville. The first quarter belongs to the home team. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you Seminole football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
The FSU bookstore has Tallahassee's largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise. You can get your Seminole pride at the FSU bookstore. Join us for home game day events, autograph signings by FSU former players, and more. Check out our social media page at facebook.com/FSU bookstore for more details. You can shop at one of our 5 convenient locations or go online at shopfsu.com. Remember, the FSU bookstore has the largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise.
Let me tell you what T-Spark stands for. It stands for strength, commitment, teamwork, and heart. We don't ever quit until we've got nothing left to give. Our team is unstoppable. Want a guaranteed win? Call T-Spark Enterprises for your next roofing or construction project. We conquer all peaks. TSparkConstruction.com. License number CCC 1331204.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Louisville leading big 21-7 as we welcome you back. Farm Bureau Insurance wants you to see your Florida State Seminoles take on the Clemson Tigers at Doak Campbell Stadium this football season. Visit NolesContest.com and register to win a weekend package, including pregame hospitality, game tickets, hotel accommodations, and Knowles gear. Register to win today at NolesContest.com. Brought to you by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Proud to support our Seminoles and our community. Big third down play coming up here, Gene.
Well, the Cardinals ran well against Notre Dame a week ago, but not as well as they have run. Not as well as they have run today against Florida State. 225 yards of total offense, 137 yards on the ground, 96 by their number one running back, Javian Hawkins, the second best runner in the Atlantic Coast Conference to this point in the season. Florida State has spotted the Louisville Cardinals.
Let's go, Nolan, baby. Let's go.
7 lead.
And you talk about this, Jane. We keep talking about third down and
Hit that like.
the ability of this Florida
In
State.
this TURNTTALLY, baby, I'm doing 3 years. Hit that like,
We've
baby.
been doing a lot of blitzing
Number
on
one,
third,
no
trying to
blooded
put
fan,
the quarterback in a situation where he has to make a decision quickly, but we have not been able to get home.
Hit that like, subscribe to the channel, check me out.
Man-to-man coverage, it leaves your cornerbacks, your safeties out there man-to-man, and we haven't been playing very well man-to-man. That hasn't been our strong suit. So what I suggest we do on this third down, let's see how a zone blitz work, or let's drop back in the zone, force that quarterback to either have to make up the play with his legs or force him to have to make a great
I think
throw.
Norvell's the guy.
Pick up the first
I like
down.
Well,
Norvell.
if you want to see another stat, number one, the defense allowing a 225-yard quarter. If you multiply that by 4, you're looking at a 900-yard offensive game. Hopefully adjustments are made, William. But the penalty stat, 5 penalties, 60 yards, 2 huge penalties slowed down a drive that looked promising, a chance to produce points, and then that went by the boards with a 15-yard penalty, moved us back to near midfield. Louisville's been penalized just once. Well, I think that stat's wrong. They were penalized on the first kickoff of the ball game, and then they were penalized a half the distance penalty. So they have 2 penalties for a total of 18 yards. I don't know why the stat sheet says just 1 penalty. We do know the opening kickoff went out of bounds. That's a 15-yard penalty. And the Seminoles went 65 yards and scored a touchdown. FSU needs a stop here on third down against the Louisville Cardinals. Here's the snap. First play of the second quarter. Pass is caught. Ball first down. Needed about 4 yards, and they got 6, maybe 7, depending on the spot of the ball. Well, they throw underneath our zone, and Brandon Smith, slot receiver, makes the catch. First down.
They did exactly. They went into the zone, but wasn't able to stay inside right there. And I think you have to make sure of your alignment, too, because I know a lot of quarterbacks, they base where they're going to throw the ball off alignment. And we're playing outside right there. That's an easy play for the running back just to run the slant route to kick the ball from the quarterback.
21-7 score, Louisville. Second quarter underway. Play action fake. Malik Cunningham throws the ball upfield. Caught ball at the 50-yard line. Knocked out of bounds. The tight end comes into play here, Marshawn Ford. Marshawn Ford, who has scored 4 touchdowns this season, including a touchdown against Notre Dame, is the guy that made that catch. 6'2", 240-pound.
Hit that like, people. We got 72 people in. Hit that like, please.
And the Cardinals get 6 yards on first. We'll face second down and 4.
Running the ball effectively leads to success and play action, and that's what I've been screaming about with Florida State's offense, but you see it working in real time for Louisville's offense.
2 receivers to the right. They got Atwell in motion, hand the ball off, running the other way, and Maurice Berkeley's got a first down.
Damn.
Needed 4,
Come on, D.
6 off that right side.
Come on, D.
Hawkins has scored 2 touchdowns.
Hit that like, people.
He's getting a breather on the sideline with Maurice Berkeley being the primary running back. First down, they're second on this series.
Have to be able to stop the run. If we can't stop the run, that's going to leave play action open for them all day. And we understand that play action can end up turning into some big plays.
Ball is at the Florida State 44.
I'm sorry, y'all. Second quarter. I'm sorry.
An answer for this Louisville run attack. Big Marvin Wilson.
Sorry, y'all.
The front 4 shift. Out of the pistol, there's a whistle, a flag, and a penalty, probably on the Louisville Cardinals.
Prior to the snap, ball start, number 75, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, that penalty is on right guard, Robbie Bell. And he is a returning starter from a year ago. In fact, the front 3 and the 2 guards and center are all returning starters for the Louisville Cardinals. That's a good reason why they are able to run the football as well as they run it. 5-yard penalty will move the Cardinals back to near midfield. The Seminole 49-yard line.
Yeah.
They lead 21-7. Marshawn Ford in motion. Here is the snap. Pass to the near side. It could be a half out. Dropping the ball in the backfield. 2-2 Atwell is being chased. Get up and chasing down. Gets the pass away. Caught ball at midfield to the 45. Out of bounds to the 43-yard line. 2-2 Atwell. It was set up.
Come on, Nose. It ain't over yet. Come on, D. Let's go. Get that light, people.
I'm trying to figure out, Gene, why is he not down right there? It looks like he's on his knees when he picks up that ball. And
hit the light,
I'm
people.
trying
Hit the
to figure
light.
out why he's not down.
Well,
It wasn't done with Noville last week. It was real quiet last week.
Like, he's down right there. The ball is
It was
down.
real
His knees
quiet
on the
last
ground.
week.
You can't get back. This ain't
It
the
was
NFL.
winning.
You can't get back up and talk
Now it's far
around.
Noville again. Come
Take
on,
another
people.
look, replay review, and this play is not going to count, and it will be second down and 15. Adwell, a remarkable job. He did go to his knees and picked up. That was going to be a flanker pass. It was a lateral to Adwell, and he was going to try to throw deep, but he could not handle the pitch from Malik Cunningham. 2 minutes into the second quarter, Florida State trailing
Me
Louisville.
too, Big John. Hit that light. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that light.
Diet of run. And the Cardinals have 2 touchdowns from Javian Hawkins, a 33-yard run by Malik Cunningham set up, a 13-yard TD pass to Ian Pfeiffer, and all 21 points in the.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, we good. We
quarter.
okay.
There's a
You got
timeout
Florida
on the
State
field.
fans.
We
We
will step
started
aside. Stay
panic
with
too
us as
early.
we continue our coverage of Florida State football, presented by Learfield IMG College.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting
Hit the light, people. Hit the light.
Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
If you've ever been in a vehicle crash, then you know the impact caused by a collision. Now imagine the force of a crash so great, people are killed. My name is Eric. I sat behind the wheel and drove drunk. I caused a crash that killed 2 young women, Megan and Lisa. Now, I sit alone in my jail cell. Megan and Lisa were taken forever, and their families and friends were left devastated. Don't drink and drive. And remember, our roadways are connected to our families.
This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
It's not business as usual, and neither are we. Florida State University's College of Business will help you turn these challenging days into new professional opportunities. The world may have changed, but our top-ranked graduate degree programs, online or on campus, are welcoming inquiries and applications for 2021. Now is a smart time to determine how an MBA or specialty master's degree will elevate your career. We're also waiving the GMAT for highly qualified candidates. Learn more at graduatebusiness.fsu.edu.
Well, the Florida State Seminoles dodge a bullet. That ball was ruled down back at the 42-yard line. It's second down and 24. Here's the snap. Cunningham drops to throw, looks upfield, throws a deep ball down the near sideline. It is a caught ball. Atwell, 10-5, 3-2-1, touchdown. Where was the Seminole defense for you? Atwell wide open on a deep
It has to be
crossing
packed tonight.
Wow, I mean, if you're going to talk about offense coming back and attacking right now, that's what happens. But it just looked like Atwell just outruns Travis J right there, and I can't see where he lines up on the other side of that. But it looks like he just runs a straight post route and is able to outrun the defender.
Yeah, ran a post quarter, and we had no answer for the speedy.
What's happening, no blood?
South Florida, 2-2 Atwell. It's 27-7.
What I can't understand right there, Gene, is where are the safeties like that? What position, like what defense are we on right there that is second and 24? You got to keep everything in front of you. There's no reason for us to be in a man-to-man situation right there with second and 24.
Second down, 24, a 58-yard bomb. Malik Cunningham's second touchdown pass of the day, and the Cardinals are whipping the Noles. It's 28-7, and we are early in the second quarter. Stay with us as we continue our coverage of Florida State versus Louisville here on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
The FSU bookstore has Tallahassee's largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise. You can get your Seminole pride at the FSU bookstore. Join us for home game day events, autograph signings by FSU former players, and more. Check out our social media page at facebook.com/FSU bookstore for more details. You can shop at one of our 5 convenient locations or go online at shopfsu.com. Remember, the FSU bookstore has the largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise.
When your health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. TMH is home to the Panhandle's only comprehensive stroke center, one of the top heart and vascular programs in the Southeast, the most powerful cancer center in the area, and Tallahassee's only trauma center. Our expert team offers the latest technology and treatment options to get you back in the game. We are Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, your hospital for life.
Did you know that right now Geico is offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies? That's on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Visit geico.com to learn more. Florida State had Louisville 2nd and 24. It took one play, 58 yards. And this is all Louisville today, Gene. Their drives, the Cardinals, 4 times they've touched the football. They've gone 77, 70, 94, and now 68 yards, all 4 touchdown drives, 28-7 Cardinals.
Yeah, and finally, you get a little bit of a break. You get a penalty on Louisville. That sets them back 5, first down 15. They get a couple of yards, and then what appeared to be a flanker pass attempt, the ball is bounced, and Atwell's knee touches ground, so they lose big yardage on that. They're facing second down and forever. And Cunningham burns us with a deep pass. Looked like a post-corner route run by Tutu Atwell. And the closest Seminole defender was 5 yards away as Atwell made the catch on the fly and danced into the end zone. 28-7. They're celebrating in Derby City right now.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the scheme on that? Because the safety was guarded all the way from the other side of the field. The other safety looks like he was trying to blitz, which was James Lawrence Wisby. Looked like he was up. And it took probably in that situation, I would think he's supposed to be back and keeping everything in front of him. But there's a situation where you're definitely not supposed to be in man-to-man, and you should keep everything in front of you. You can't give up a huge play like that on 2nd and 24.
Well, the Florida State Seminoles have work ahead. We'll move left to right here in the second quarter, our first series of the second period, trailing 28-7. And Ja'Kai Douglas carries the ball, and the Noles will try to get something going now. We have been very productive in the first 2 quarters. The second half has been a problem for the Seminoles. I would suggest if the Seminoles want a chance to win, we need to score some points here in the second quarter.
Well, offensively, you have to catch the ball when you're supposed to catch the ball. You have to make the right decision, have to make the right throw, have to make the run, and offense line has to be solid up front.
First down and 10 Noles. Here's a handoff and very little running room at all to the right side. And with Damian Webb could get very little up the gut, and the Seminoles trying to still get that run game going. You want to throw the ball. In fact, the last time we had the ball, they were rushing 3 and dropping 8. Makes it even tougher on your quarterback.
Yeah, right. And we're doing a lot of running right now. The running back, we haven't really seen Jordan Travis running, so I think we're going to have to take the offense back for him, let him run the ball, and that's going to set up the passing game for us.
Pass to the left side, dropped by Webb. Incomplete pass, in and out of his hands. Tried to set up a bubble screen with a flanker out there. Jordan Young blocked for him. And the Seminoles will face 3rd down and long again. 3rd down and long against this Louisville defense is not an easy assignment.
It's not at all. And if you just think about, look at how Florida State is attacking offensively. They're attacking. We're going side to side right now. We're sideline to sideline. You look at Louisville attacking us. They're going up the field. They're coming straight at us and attacking us. And I think if we want to be successful in this game for the rest of the game, we're going to have to get an attack.
Florida State needs 8 yards to move the sticks. 3rd down, 8.
To the light, people.
Jordan Travis at quarterback awaits the snap. Probably a passing down, 3 receivers to the left, dropping. Travis throws the ball upfield. Caught ball. It's a first down across the 41-yard line.
There we go.
A perfect throw by Jordan Travis, right between the number 1 and 1 to Warren Thompson, who wears number 11. Nice snag and a perfect throw.
Great pitch right there, and that's what we expect. Make the play every time.
Warren Thompson had a big catch last week.
What's up, EMG?
Win over 5th-ranked North Carolina. First down, 10 from the 41-yard line. The FSU 41 moving right, trailing 28-7.
Here's the snap. This time a pass, a back shoulder throw, incomplete. Again, he tried to hit Warren Thompson. That pass sailed a little bit beyond the reach, and Thompson comes up lane. Looks like he pulled something trying to turn around and make that catch. It was an awkward try.
Supposed to locate the football. And I think if he locates the football and not worry about the defender right there, he probably makes that catch.
It is second down and 10. He came up lame, holding on to his left hamstring. Pistol formation, Knowles, second down, 10, moving right from the 41. Play action fake, Jordan Travis looks upfield. Travis runs to his right, throws the ball downfield. It's a long throw. He's got a receiver open. It is incomplete at the 10-yard line. Jordan Young tried to take the ball away from the defensive back and could not do so.
And then again, there's another play that I think if Jordan Travis gets that ball out and allows the receiver to make a play on it upfield right there, that ball is underthrown again. He has to come back to that ball, and it allows him to make a play on it. If Jordan can just get that ball out front, that's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, Keitrell Clark, who played at Liberty, a graduate, a transfer from Richmond, Virginia, is the guy that knocked that ball away. He had a chance to pick it off. Pass a little underthrown, perhaps. It is third down and 10. Holes need to reach the Louisville 49. Empty backfield. On the slot right side, dropping Jordan Travis looking. He's going to run. Jordan's going to run with the football. He is going to get it to the 50, to the 49. He has a first down.
Yeah.
Turned number 13 loose. I think you made that suggestion, William.
Let him go. I mean, don't try to bridle him now. Go ahead and let him. You got to ride him, man. I mean, he's been good for us 2 weeks in a row. He'll drive. He'll get the ball down the field. You just have to run the offense through him. So what does that mean? He's probably going to have to run the ball a little bit more. But when he runs the ball a little bit more,
light, people. Hit their light.
For this team.
FSU moving the ball now. Second first down achieved. We're in Cardinal territory at the Louisville 47-yard line, moving right. Louisville Cardinals, four-man front, three linebackers. Swinging in motion, whistle, a flag, and a penalty on Florida State.
Number 55, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, that penalty on Dante Lucas, who
Hit
wears
their light.
number 55. I didn't see him flinch. The officials did. Hurts.
Good for one every game, 5-5. Come on, baby. I'm going to have to come up here personally and get you on some stadiums.
Florida State trailing 28-7. Cardinals have scored on 4 consecutive possessions. Every time they've touched the ball, Louisville has scored a touchdown. Malik Cunningham has thrown a pair. Tavian Hawkins has run in a pair. First down, 15. Snap, a good one. Handoff, running up the gut. Good run after the handoff, and you get most of the yards back. A gain of 14 yards right up the gut by LaDavian Webb. That looks like the LaDavian Webb we saw a week ago against North Carolina.
And what happens right there, Gene, is Jordan Travers kind of runs up there, too, and he attacks the hole, so the defense really didn't know who had the ball right then.
Florida State on the move now, facing a manageable second down and about one. Florida State trailing 20. Here's a quick snap and a handoff, and running left Webb. He's got the first down and more inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Boy, a nice slashing cut off the left guard.
There we go.
By LaDavian Webb. He may have been running behind your friend Dante Lucas.
Good block that time by Lucas. I'll give him a couple points back on that one. Great job opening up that hole. Again, LaDavian Webb,
the 20-yard line at the 25. Knowles first down 10. That shotgun look with Jordan Travis. He's got Webb on his left hip. 3 receivers to his left. Now they shift the receiver. Wyatt Rector, a tight end to the left side. It is first down 10.
There we go.
Here's the snap. Jordan Travis running to his left. It's a quarterback keeper. Pass the ball to the left side. Tackle made immediately. Ontario Wilson could find no running room at all. And that's sort of an option, that run-pass option that you talk about. It looked like Jordan was going to run the ball, that he stopped, put on the brakes, and threw a dart about 7 yards away to Ontario, and he was tackled immediately. A loss of 1, second down 11.
Yeah, that might have been one that time that Jordan Travis could have kept himself right there, and the receiver blocking didn't stay engaged.
Second down 11, under 9 minutes to go in the half. Inside play action fake. Jordan Travis dropping, throws a pass downfield. Got a receiver out of bounds. Catch is made by Keyshawn Hilton, but he was well out of bounds when he made that snag. Keyshawn had a chance to really help this team on our second possession. Dropped a pass in the middle part of the field. Had he caught that ball, the Noles would have been inside the 20 at least. He may have been able to go all the way. Maybe took his eyes off the ball thinking about that touchdown about 25 yards away. It is third down and 11. Knowles overcame 3rd down 8, 3rd down and 10. See if we can convert 3rd down 11. Need to move the ball. At least 11 yards out of the shotgun. Inside, hand off the run by Jason Corbin, and he's tackled short of the first down marker. But a quick hitter will get about 10 yards on, or 8 yards on that carry. See
Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go.
He got the first down, and it is first down. First down and goal at the 9-yard line. Moving right. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Corbin runs to his left, and now is going to gang tackle and drop. He's hit pretty good, too. A little extracurricular stuff.
Come on, y'all. Hit the like.
Blue, no flag thrown.
Hit the like button.
After maybe a 1-yard gain, running off the left side. Florida State trailing 28-7. How important, William Floyd, is it for the Seminoles to get a touchdown here?
It's huge right now because what they need to do is get a touchdown, come back out, and stop this Louisville offense, prove that they can stop them, and then come back out and put another touchdown up before they go into halftime. So it's really important to get in here for 7 now.
Nearly halfway through the second quarter, second down goal from the 9-yard line. The officials, the Cardinals have an injured player, so the officials stop play. Florida State trailing 28-7. FSU scored the first touchdown of the ball game on our first possession. Jordan Travis, a Houdini-like run after the ball popped off the turf. He picked it up with one hand and outscooted Louisville defense 7-0. Looking pretty good on your opening drive, huh? Well, the Cardinals come back and have scored 4 consecutive touchdowns on their next 4 possessions. Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. No gain on that carry. Mike Corbin. Here is the snap. Running with the football. Jordan Travis tries to get outside with a stiff arm. He's snagged and dropped for no gain. It'll be third down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Let's go, man. Come on, get it in there.
It was Jordan Travis all the way running to the left. And he was snagged and spun around in that transfer from Liberty. Keachal Clark would not let Jordan Travis escape. It is third down and goal. Knowles need touchdowns, not field goals. See what Mike Norvell and Kenny Dillingham dial up here. From the 9-yard line, it is third down and goal. Jordan Travis directing traffic now. The play has been set in, changed. He's got LaDamian Webb on his left hip. Third down and goal. 2 receivers left, the short side of the field. Here is the snap dropping. Travis wants to throw. Looks. Throws the ball toward the end zone. Inside the 5 and the 3. The catch is made by Jordan Young, but he is 3 yards away from the promised land, and that'll bring up fourth down and goal.
You got to go for this.
You almost want to
gotta
see
go
his
for
team
this.
go for it right now. I mean, you talk about getting points on the board,
You
but in
do.
the big scheme of things, you really need 7 right here.
Florida State trailing 28-7. FSU has converted 7 of 11 fourth downs. And that is 6th in the conference. Do we go for it? We do. Fourth down and goal from the 4-yard line, not the 3. Here's the snap. Travis rolling to his right. Throws the ball toward the end zone. Caught ball. Touchdown FSU. Ontario. Kobe Wilson.
Ontario Wilson.
Thrown by Jordan Travis. Knowles get a touchdown midway through the second quarter.
And you had to let it go there, Coach.
Let's go.
Going ahead and say, you know what? Put it on the line. We need 7.
No blood wrong.
We have to get this touchdown. They executed it.
No blood wrong.
Our 5th possession of the game. Point after touchdown is good. And the Knowles cut the deficit into
Hit the like,
it's
people. Hit the like.
28-14. Louisville leads by
Hit
14
the like.
points.
I mean, just Jordan Travis on the move looks
We
like
fighting.
an
We
opportunity
fighting.
to make some things happen right
We
there
fighting.
because the defense has to
Hit that like, people. Hit the like.
quarterback running the football right there. And if you're worried about the quarterback running the football, your eyes are on him.
Hit the
and
like
all the
button.
receiver you're guarding.
Me in heaven.
28-14. Knowles trail by 2 touchdowns. The action continues after the break. This is the Seminole Sports Network, brought to you by Learfield.
Yeah, we need
IMG
defense. We need to stop.
Keno fans, show your team spirit with the No Pass toll sticker. It works on toll roads throughout Florida,
Yeah, we need to
Georgia,
stop,
and
baby.
North Carolina. Plus, you can score exclusive toll discounts.
We need to
No
stop.
Pass is the touchless, safe way to pay tolls without having to stop and use coins or cash. Find out why No Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetNoPass.com. That's GetNoPass.com. No Pass, it's how Knowles travel. A product of ePass, owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
Right now, we all want to focus on what matters most. And with SunTrust Advantage Checking, you can rest assured knowing the security of your account, card, and ID is our top priority. We provide debit card controls that let you lock your card and set spending limits directly on our mobile app. We also provide free identity protection and credit monitoring through ID Notify by Experian, so you can feel secure and supported. Go to suntrust.com/advantage to open an account today. SunTrust, now truest. Member FDIC.
To all of our Seminoles fans listening in, texting and driving is against the law. One text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving around the length of a football field with your eyes closed. To win while driving, you must
Let's go,
focus.
baby.
Put it down and focus on
Let's
driving
go. Let's
to
get a real
arrive
chant
alive.
cracking.
Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
Nothing like a 76-yard drive that uses 6.5 minutes to get on the board finally and dig into a 28-7 deficit. It's 28-14. Jordan Travis just continues to do his thing. 4th down and goal. You like the call. Then Coach Mike was you needed a touchdown. You did not need a touchdown.
Yeah, I think you had to have that touchdown right there. You don't want to go down and then put up 3 points right there in this situation. You're already down 2 scores, 3 scores at the time. 21 points to catch up. You just got to that deficit. Now you're going to stop with your defense. Put the ball back in.
Another one. Fight for victory. The Seminoles of Florida State.
Now let's see if the defense can solve this riddle wrapped in an enigma called Louisville. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns by Louisville. All have been 68 yards or longer in length, including the longest drive by an opponent this season. If I'm not mistaken, a 95-yard drive capped by a Cunningham to Ian Pfeiffer touchdown pass. 28-14.
And that right there is what you don't want to give up, Jay. I mean, as a defense, you have to be licking your chops saying, you know what, this team has to drive 95 yards to get a score on us. You have to drive about 75 to get 3 points on it. So that right there should have you motivated enough to handle business.
Louisville goes to work from their 25. They will play action fake. It's Malik Cunningham looking downfield, dumps the ball off to Adwell. He's driven out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Well-designed play. That just puts tremendous pressure on a defense when you've got Cunningham who can run for 10 yards in a snap of the fingers, and you got Atwell running ahead of him. So if you come up to tackle, Atwell's going to make the catch. That time he ran out of real estate. It was shoved out of bounds. Nice play defensively by Florida State's Raymond Woody.
And the defensive ends right now just need to make sure that they keep contained. If they feel that that offensive tackle goes away, then they need to be right there waiting because something's coming back to them.
2nd down and 5 on a cashing run by Javian Hawkins, and he's slammed down at the 40-yard line. Boy, he needed 5 and he got 10. Quick hitter by their best running back, Jaden Lars Woodby. Really greeted him and slammed into the turf, but not before he moved the chain gang. We have not been able to stop the Louisville Cardinal offense in this game. 1st down and 10 Louisville. We are late in the first half. Cardinals lead 28-14. Javian Hawkins with that run goes over 100 yards.
Over $1,200.
106 now for the junior running back. 1st down from the 40. Hand off again as Javian Hawkins. He runs into a wall of white. He's dropped after a gain of maybe 3.
But that's just right there. That little bit right there is just enough that when they want to come back play action, we have to respect that run, and then we're flowing that way, and then they're bringing somebody back play side to the other side, like usually a tight end or a receiver that catches us off guard. So we have to make sure that we shut down the run. If we shut down the run, then their play action won't be as effective.
Javian Hawkins is a junior. Academically, a redshirt sophomore, averages better than 100 yards a game, 103.8. 4th for the conference. Rolling to his left, Cunningham looks upfield. He may run. Cunningham to the 50, out of bounds inside Seminole territory. Well, they got a quarterback that can run. We have one too. But that time, Cunningham could find no one open. Good coverage by the Seminole secondary. But Cunningham burns us with his legs again. It's a 1st down, Cardinals in Seminole territory.
And again, the defensive end just has to be heads up. Once he feels that the offensive line's flowing away, if he's on the right side and they start going left, go ahead and hold your ground because something's coming back to you. Either the run or the quarterback is coming back that way. So the defensive end's going to have to be a little bit more disciplined on outside and containing the quarterback in his running.
4 minutes and change left in the first half. Cardinals get another first down inside Seminole territory from the Florida State 47-yard line. Cunningham in that RPO look, hands the ball, play action fake, gets the pass away, caught ball, tackle made right at the 45-yard line. That time Brendan Gant came out and undercut the receiver's legs, tied in Marshawn Ford. It'll be second down and 7.
And a great play right there by 4-4. I love number 44, so I want to be able to call that number all the time, Gant. So do what you need to do. A great play that time. He understands who his responsibility is. It's the running back right there out of the back or the receiver, and he's able to get out there and make the play.
A gain of 2 and not 3, so it's second down and 8 Cardinals. They move right to left at Cardinal Stadium, and they lead 28-14. Here's the snap. Cunningham has the ball off. Javian Hawkins, slashing run inside the 43 to near the 42-yard line. His may have been down at the 43-yard line, and that will bring up third down. Florida State head coach Mike Norvell invests a timeout now. He's thinking it's third down, and maybe my defense can stop. Third down. We'll get the ball back with about 3 minutes to go. Third down and 6 facing the Louisville Cardinals. Mike Norvell invests a timeout. It is a timeout, a television timeout as well. Action continues after the break. This is the Seminole Sports Network, brought to you by Learfield IMG College.
Tijuana Flats wants to give Noles fans free chips and queso every Friday this football season. Just wear your Noles gear into your local Tijuana Flats and mention code Noles20 to get your free chips and queso. Want to order ahead instead? No problem. You can order through the Tijuana Flats app or online at TijuanaFlats.com. Add Football Fridays chips and queso from the starters menu to your cart and enter code Noles20 at checkout to get your free chips and queso. Tijuana Flats, home of Noles Fridays.
I'm pretty sure our new house might be haunted.
What makes you say that?
The furniture is levitating. Oh, and the ghost.
Welcome home.
I can't believe you can't get out the field.
You know what's really scary? Missing out on Geico for help with homeowners
like
and renters
people.
insurance.
How you
Geico makes
feeling
it
about
easy
this
to
game,
save a
man?
bunch.
Great.
We still can win this game. We can score points. We just got to figure out where to start.
Happy Geico Week. Call today and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
Some things make a house your home. Like endless hot water that makes the tranquility from an everyday shower your thing. When heating water with natural gas, you have hot water when you need it. Save money and earn a rebate up to $675. Your home. Our safe, reliable, efficient energy. Love natural gas. Find rebate details at peoplesgas.com.
Allstate, protecting you has no off-season. You're in good hands with Allstate. A big 3rd and 6 coming up for Louisville as we welcome you back. Florida State trailing 28-14. Gene, the FSU defense has not gotten the Cardinals off the field today. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, they're 2 of 2 on third down conversions. They've scored 4 touchdowns in the ball game. They lead 28-14. Mike Norvell invests a timeout, see if his defense can stop the Cardinals and get the ball back with about 3 minutes to go. Noles' offense looked very, very good on that last possession as Jordan Travis engineered a 76-yard drive. We took 15 plays to go those 76 yards, and he capped it with a 4-yard touchdown pass on 4th down and goal to Pokey Wilson. Wilson's first touchdown of the season, his second career touchdown grab. Noles' top tacklers are Darius Jones, he has 4, and Amari Gaynor has 4. See if the Noles can stop the Cardinals for the first time on third down. The line of scrimmage is the FSU 43-yard line. Cunningham with a sidecar to his left, drops to throw. Here comes pressure, under pressure, gets the pass. Caught ball, first down to the 40, 30, to the 25, to the 20. Far sideline, it's Braden Smith. He's in for the touchdown. On third down at 6, the Cardinals break our hearts again. Tied in, Marshawn Ford runs like a wide receiver, and he dives into the end zone. It's 34-14.
Yeah, that right there is kind of disadvantage of calling a timeout
right
here because you give the opponent a chance to go in their playbook and find the best play for that situation right there. But they just picked out. They said, you know what, we're going to try to get man-to-man out here.
Hey, what can you say about this, man?
It
We
was
get
between the
ran.
tight end and our linebacker, Emmett Rice, and he could not keep up. He could not keep coverage on that tight end.
Well, Marshawn Ford is one of those weapons that Bobby Petrino used to have. A tight end that's built like just a heavy wide receiver. So you got wide receiver speed.
Yep.
It's soft hands. The touchdown, it was a dive from about 3 yards away, so they're reviewing whether or not Ford scored a touchdown. He was their touchdown machine coming into the ballgame. He had 4 touchdown catches. He and Pfeiffer had 4 as well. Now both have 5 of the touchdown stands.
And sometimes that's where you have to play the percentages. You have to play the percentages and say, okay, where can they go at with the ball right now that they haven't gone that can hurt us? And we haven't seen that tight end in that play right there. So that's one of those plays where you're saying, okay, who do we want to make sure we know where they are on the field? And the tight end probably should have been one of those guys.
Well, how about this for balance? This Louisville Cardinal offense, we didn't mention this earlier, but Marshawn Ford had 4 touchdowns coming into the game. Ian Pfeiffer had 4 touchdowns coming into the game. Both are tight ends. Des Fitzpatrick, we haven't called his name today. He had 4 touchdowns, and Tutu Atwell had 4 touchdowns. Atwell has scored a touchdown. Ford has scored a touchdown. Pfeiffer has scored a touchdown, and Javian Hawkins has run in 2. Was his knee down before the ball crossed the plane of the end zone? That's what replay review is looking at now. We have it 34-14 on the scoreboard, and let's hear what the official review saw.
Not enough, I don't think.
Florida State trailing at the moment 34-14.
Further review determined that the ball carrier's knee was down while the ball
To the light.
was over the 1/2 yard line. Therefore, to be first and goal at the 1/2 yard line, the clock will start on my signal.
Well, the Cardinals will have to work a little more before they get the touchdown.
To the light. We got 85 in here. Hit that like button, people.
Florida State trailing 28-14. Let's see
To the light.
some magic can happen. Can we knock them back? Can we take the ball away?
That'd be lovely.
Can we force the Cardinals into a miscue? They're a 1/2 yard away from the end zone now at Cardinal Stadium, where they lead 28-14.
But you got to come off the ball right here, James. You're talking about being a 1/2 yard away from the goal line. This is where your defensive line has to really earn their money and push that offensive line of the Cardinals back.
Florida State trailing 28-14. It's first down and goal, point blank range, a 1/2
To
yard.
the light, Louisville fan.
Malik Cunningham calls his number, the quarterback. It is first and goal. Experienced offensive line for the Cardinals. Wholesale shift to tight end personnel. Ford now on the left hip. Here's a handoff running right. Javian Hawkins, he's knocked backwards. Did not get the first down. Great line surge on the left side, led by Marvin Wilson and his teammates. FSU and all. What a flag has been thrown. Florida State trailing 28-14.
Personal foul. Illegal chop block. Number 55
That's big.
and number 66. 15-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, I know it's not a takeaway, it's not a turnover, but I'll take a 15-yard chop block penalty against the team that we thought had scored a touchdown just a moment ago.
That's right. So now what you got to do now is make sure you don't allow them to get into that 7. Right now, they almost set up for the 3 points. But you got to make sure you get it done.
Chop block and a big stuff of Javian Hawkins as he tried to run off right guard. At the bottom of the pile, Florida State had stopped. Emmett Rice was the guy that laid the lumber on him first, and Marvin Wilson was there, ran right through the offensive tackle. And Florida State got a stop and then a chop block penalty to boot. So it's first down and goal, but the line of scrimmage is now the 15-yard line. Moving left. Cardinals to the snap. Cunningham hands the ball off. And in the backfield, broken tackle and a stiff arm. Hawkins still with the ball is dropped at the 12-yard line. Boy, not only is he fast, but he is wiry, isn't he?
Yeah, he was. Good stiff arm right there on the defensive lineman. But good pursuit by that defense, too, being able to make that play.
Hawkins brought down by Jarvis Brownlee, a redshirt freshman from Miami Gardens. Brownlee had 4 tackles a week ago, and he's a big part of this young secondary. It's learning game to game. You know, we miss some plays, give up some big plays, particularly on third down. But this is a young defense that's learning and learning. Think about Stephen Dix in the Notre Dame game. He did not start, but he played extensively.
I was watching video, and one of the touchdown runs, he went to the wrong gap, and they bounced outside and scored a touchdown. I asked Coach about that specific play. He didn't mention names. I didn't either. I said, but the young guys go to the wrong place. He said they're learning week to week. The next week, he gets his first career start and has 9 tackles, a career best. Stephen Dix. So it's young. He's a freshman, a true freshman. And Brownlee is a redshirt freshman.
And you know what? When I was coming in, Gene, every once in a while you had a true. I like it. A lot of freshmen play these days. A lot of true freshmen. Back then, you know, Coach always said, I want to make sure my seniors, the older players, are taken care of. And if you're a freshman, you had to be a special talent to get on the field, you know, when I played. But this young man kind of reminds me, playing as a freshman, of Marvin Jones. But Marvin was a special type of football player. I ain't going to put him in those shoes yet. But when I look at him as a true freshman playing, that's who he kind of reminds me of.
Too many yards after contact for Javian Hawkins that time. Well, it looked like we had him at the line of scrimmage, which was the 15-yard line. He got 4, and that'll bring up second down and goal from just outside the 11-yard line. Quarterback Malik Cunningham awaits the snap, and here it is. Drops to throw. Now he's going to run. He called it up. He is snagged, and he's dropped. Janaris Robinson. J-Rob grabbed him by the hips, and Cunningham could not wiggle off the hook. He is stopped short of the 10-yard line. Timeout.
That's the third and final timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
FSU spends the timeout. Cardinals will face third down and goal. Remember, the Cardinals had it a half yard away from the end zone after a 42-yard catch by tight end Marshawn Ford. Instant replay review said he did not cross the plane of the end zone, so points taken off the board. It was first and goal from a half yard away, and a chop block penalty moved the Cardinals back to the Seminole 15-yard line. 28-14 is the score. Seminoles want to stop. Can we stop them on third down? They've converted every third down they've attempted so far in the game. They're perfect 3 of 3.
And you got to think, again, they're going to try to find where the mismatches at. So, again, I want to know where that tight end is. You heard us last time. I also want to make sure that we're ready for the play action. Once the defensive tackle, the offensive tackle crashes down, defensive end, make sure you hold your ground. Don't allow them to come back to that side play action and throw everything off. And linebackers and safeties, know who you have. Know your responsibility.
Florida State's defense now out of a Florida State timeout will try to stop the Cardinals for the first time today. The line of scrimmage is the Florida State 10. They move right to left. Cunningham, shotgun formation, takes the snap, looks upfield, pressure coming, flushed out of the pocket, running to his right, still running to the 10, to the 5, he's run out of bounds. Emmett Rice shoved him out of bounds, but he gains 5, and it's fourth down, and Scott Satterfield will more than likely send in his kicker, James Turner, who has missed only one field goal. He's 4 of 5, but that miss was into the wind from 50 yards away last week against Notre Dame, a 52-yard field goal attempt that was short by maybe a yard into the wind. So this is almost point blank for the sophomore out of Saline, Michigan. The clock shows a minute 58 still ticking. The spot of the ball will be at the 13, a 23-yard field goal attempt. Noles lead the nation in block kicks. Can we knock this one away? There's a whistle, a flag, and probably delay a game.
Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
So this will be a 28-yard field goal attempt, well within the range of James Turner, his longest a 40-yarder against Miami earlier this year.
Yeah, I think
thanks, dude.
Right there. I
don't know why I got 35.
As much time as they could off the clock, try to leave Florida State without any time to run a 2-minute offense.
Well,
thanks, man. Whoever that was.
They had a timeout. I guess they didn't. So the delay of game penalty moves it back to the 18-yard line, 28-yard field goal attempt. Long count. Here's the snap. It's low. The kick is airborne. It is good. And the Cardinals have a 31-14 lead. But, William, that sounds better than 35-14, doesn't it?
It does. It's a lot better. And I think Florida State has enough time to go down here and at least match that 3 points, if nothing else. Match that 3 points. But I think you have enough time to get downfield. And who do you put it in the hands of? You put it in the hands of the man that's been making plays for you all day.
31-14 on the field goal drive that used 4.5 minutes. 11 plays, 65 yards, and 4.5 minutes of clock time. And James Turner's 28-yard field goal has given the Cardinals a 31-14 lead. Cardinals won the toss, deferred to the second half, and that means this red-hot Louisville. Maybe they'll cool off in that locker room at halftime. but they have scored on all 5 possessions. They have had the football in the first half. We led early 7-0, opening series. Jordan Travis scored on an 8-yard touchdown run. That gave FSU a 7-0 lead early. Javian Hawkins tied the game on the Cardinals' first possession with a 9-yard touchdown. It was 7-7, and then after that, Katie barred the door. Hawkins scored on a 70-yard touchdown run. Cardinals lead 14-7 and did not look back. Here is the kickoff. Will be returned to the 25, to the 30, outside the numbers, to the 35, to the 40-yard line. Ja'Kai Douglas. Boy, that time it looked like he was going to be bottled up well short of the 25-yard line. But this freshman fought through a tackle. A flag has been thrown, and generally that's on the return team.
Yeah, that's going to negate that great run right there, and that's what we needed, a good setup right there. I think we're going to have that ball at about the 40-something yard line, but it looks like penalty might be against us. Hope not.
A minute 37 remain in the first half. Officials discuss the previous play. A huddle up now, and generally a flag on a kickoff return is an illegal block in the back or somebody holding a defender. But this long discussion, they may wave this flag off. Don't know. We trailed 31-14. That is a fact. Javian Hawkins, a pair of rushing touchdowns. Cunningham has thrown 2 touchdown passes. One to Ian Pfeiffer, a tight end, and one to Tutu Atwell, a 58-yard bomb to Tutu, a South Florida kid. Officials continue to discuss what the flag on the kickoff was all about.
Well, the key, regardless of wherever we start this drive, is it has to go through Jordan Travis. And if he can pick up some big yardage with his legs, help us out in play action, that'll be big.
During the return, vote on the kicking team. Personal foul, face mask against the kicking team. That penalty declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the kicking team, number 95. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards from the end of the kick, end of the run. First down.
Well, that's going to really help the Seminoles. You know, I'm bad. You should never guess about a penalty on a special teams play, but generally they are against the return team.
Yep, I was thinking it was too.
That time, 2 major penalties. We accept the personal foul penalty. So you add 15 yards to a nice return from Ja'Kai Douglas, and the Seminoles are near midfield.
Yeah, you got to be thinking touchdown right here. You're thinking field goal a minute ago, but right now, 137, you're in midfield. It's time to make it happen.
Thurman Gathers, a sophomore, guilty of that penalty. We're on the Louisville side of 50 from the 48-yard line. Jordan Travis rolling. He's going to run. Jordan Travis in the 40, steps out of bounds to stop the clock. We have no timeouts and 90 seconds left to try to respond to the 28-yard field goal by James Turner. We trail 31-14.
And that's the key right there. Get out of bounds. If you can't get out of bounds, everybody needs to be hustling back to the line of scrimmage so we can get the playoff or either down it.
A gain of 8 on the scramble by Jordan Travis. And the Seminoles are inside the Louisville 40 at the 39. Second down and 2. Travis takes the snap. They run a stunt up front. Jordan Travis steps out of the pocket. He's going to run. Gets the first down. And some running. Now he cuts it up the middle. Slides at the 25-yard line. The clock will stop briefly until the line judge can get the chain gang set up. With a minute 22 to go. Jordan Travis doing his thing.
Let's go. Have that play. Call that play. Call that play. Every second counts right now.
Jordan Travis down. The Seminole offense inside the Cardinal 30-yard line of the 27-yard line. Here is the snap. Travis, empty backfield, running to it. He slips and falls. He's tackled for a loss. Now, you have no timeout. You're going to have to get up and spike the ball, aren't you? And then face third down and 11? Or do you get another couple of plays off? 31-14 Cardinals. Mike Norvell will say either spike it or let's go for the play. You're down to 47 seconds. And it will be inside 40. Here's the snap, a quick one. Empty backfield. Three-man rush. Jordan Travis running to the line of scrimmage. Coxion throws downfield. He's got an incomplete pass right to the 2-yard line. Threw it a little bit beyond the reach of Ontario Wilson. FSU on third down has had some difficulty today. And you're running out of time as well. See if you get the first down here on third. FSU has converted just 5 of 9 third downs. Third down and 16. Remember the loss when Jordan Travis slipped and fell and was down 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This is a huge play with 36 seconds left. The clock will start on the snap. Travis takes the snap. 4-man rush this time. Looks upfield. Throws the ball down the middle. It is incomplete. Almost picked off of the end zone.
He did like.
Chance at a pick by Russ Yeast, and he could not snag it in the end zone. It is 4th down and 16.
That ball sails a little bit, and that probably wasn't the best place to throw it, but you had to get up the sideline. It looks like you might have had a receiver open on the right side of the field right there, but when you're under pressure and trying to make a play, trying to get the ball down the field, you don't have that much time. Just got to try to get it done.
Going to try to get 3 points with 29 seconds left, trailing 31-14. See if Parker Grotehouse can kick a 50-yard field goal. He's got the leg, kicked a 54-yarder in his career. Here's the kick. It is airborne. It is long enough, but it is wide to the right. And the Cardinals have held the Noles, and they lead 31-14.
Man, you got to take it, a good attempt right there, but no cigar, man. And that right there is just a situation where you have your 2-minute offense. You want to try to get down the field and get some kind of points at it. We gave ourselves opportunity, just couldn't execute it.
He kicked a 53-yard field goal against Georgia Tech. And then Ryan Fitzgerald took over the placements, but after missing a 33 and 38-yard field goal a week ago, Ryan Fitzgerald was supplanted by Parker Grotehouse, and the redshirt junior from Ohio just misfired wide to the right, never had a chance. He had the leg to kick it 50 yards, but did not have the chance. How important was that 6 yards long on that play by Jordan Travis?
Huge right there, huge.
Louisville has the ball for the 6th time with 23 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage, they're 32. Handoff to the left side, running the ball is Maurice Berkeley, and he'll snagged and dropped short of the first down marker. 17 seconds left. Cardinals will stop the clock with a timeout.
There's no foul on the previous play for a chop block. Second down.
Well, they have 3 timeouts remaining, and they stop the clock.
That's their first timeout of the half.
And I thought that it was stopped by Coach Scott Satterfield, but instead the official stopped the clock. And now Satterfield will use one of his 3 timeouts remaining. 17 seconds left in the first half that has belonged to the Louisville Cardinals. The home team leads 31-14. And this is almost deja vu from that trip 4 years ago in 2016 when soon-to-be Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson rushed for 146 yards, threw for another 210, and the Cardinals put 530 yards of offense on the field and put a 60-burger on the scoreboard and handed Florida State our worst loss in school history, 63-20. I don't see Lamar Jackson, but I'll tell you that Malik Cunningham is doing his best impersonation of him today.
Yeah, he is. I mean, and that's really, when you look at everything that's going on with this Florida State defense, it's kind of been our Achilles heel. It's not being able to get off the field on 3rd down and then giving up the big play. And when you think about the way Louisville has scored today and how they've got their points, it's been long drives and big plays.
Well, the Seminoles have had the ball 6 times. We've gone 3 and out in 2 of those. Scored a touchdown on our first possession. And a touchdown on our 5th possession. Here's Louisville's Malik Cunningham rolling right, dumping the ball off. Open receiver in the flat. That's Braden Smith to the 40, to the Seminole 32-yard line. 37, I beg your pardon. And the Cardinals, with 2 timeouts remaining, will spend 1 here.
Timeout, Louisville. That's their second timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
That is nice having a pocket full of timeouts in this situation. He's got 1 left to set up the field goal. He'll take 1 more shot as the Cardinals are close to field goal range, if not in it already. So the Noles miss a 50-yard field goal attempt wide to the right, and the Cardinals now in 2 plays are close to, if not in field goal range.
And at some points, the defensive ends, if the coach is not taking it, telling them, they're going to have to pick it up themselves. Once they see that tackle, that offensive tackle crash down like they're going to get ready to run the ball to the other side of the field, they have to be patient and stay there. Don't allow that bootleg. They keep getting outside of our containment with the bootleg, and every time you do that, either the quarterback is going to end up picking up big yardage with his legs, or he's going to find an open receiver, and they've done that like 4 or 5 times today.
Cardinals have scored on all 5 possessions. This is their 6th. And with 9 seconds left, Coach Satterfield's going to roll the dice and say, get us a little closer. The line of scrimmage is the 36 and not the 37-yard line. And out of the shotgun, the snap. 9 seconds left. Pass to the right side. Tackle made. No, missed tackle. Berkeley's going to get it ahead for maybe a yard and a half. With 2 seconds left, the Cardinals spend their final timeout and will attempt a long field goal.
That's the third final timeout of the half.
31-14. See if FSU can stop the Cardinals for the first time in this first half. You know, I mentioned that 530 yards of offense the Cardinals had with the great Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Here in the first half, William, the Cardinals have 410 yards of total offense.
Wow.
410.
Wow.
FSU has 232.
And, you know, at halftime, they say at some point you got to start challenging your guys, challenging your team. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, whatever the total yardage is at halftime, I want to put that as big as day on the board because I want the defense to know how they need to come out and perform in the second half. They cannot allow Louisville to have that type of success in the second half.
Well, the Louisville Cardinals will bring in James Turner to attempt a long field goal, his longest of the season, a 40-yarder. He missed a 51-yarder at Notre Dame. The spot of the ball will be at it's a 47-yard attempt. It's blocked. Another block kick by the Seminoles. How about that? That's number 6 on the season. Florida State will go to the locker room down 31-14, and welcome to the club, James Turner. You're one of 4 kickers that has had a kick blocked this season by Florida State. That's uncanny. Did you see?
The touchback. The half is over.
Did you see who got the hand on the ball? I mean, that was a duck.
Nope.
Somebody had to get a hand on it, didn't
But
they?
it looks like the interior, somebody in the interior line right there, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Big Marvin Wilson, and I'm just guessing right now that got that big paw up there, but that right there just goes to a defensive lineman getting some good push back there and putting that paw up there to deflect the ball.
That is indeed a Marvin Wilson block. That would be his fourth block
back in
kick
the hot
of the season. He leads the nation in block kicks. It's halftime in Louisville, and the Cardinals, it's 31-14. Our halftime show begins after these messages.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and
I'll be right
construction
back, guys.
services. T-SparkConstruction.com. We conquer all peaks. We fix those darn leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. TSparkConstruction.com.
License number CCC 1331204. 4 Points Tallahassee Downtown is redefining what it means to travel safely by upping their cleaning and safety practices and setting the bar for the hotel industry. Steeped in history, restored in luxury, the newly renovated 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel occupies one of the most spectacular spots in downtown Tallahassee with beautiful views, spectacular dining, and direct transportation to Florida State University for any game. Go Noles!
We've reached the end of the first half at Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Florida State, trailing the Louisville Cardinals 31-14. Dave Pulaski in the network studios. Coming up during our halftime show, we'll have a recap of the opening 30 minutes of today's ball game. We'll also give you scores and highlights from the ACC in the top 25, and we'll have your first half stats. All that coming up next on the Seminoles Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
He bounces outside. No one's going to catch him. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Oh, man.
Throws downfield. The ball is tipped. It's intercepted. He's going to score.
He's scrambling. Man open in the end zone. It's a leaping one-hand grab. He got it. Touchdown.
Keep the excitement of game day going in a Nissan. Game-changing tech. Every drive is guaranteed to get your adrenaline pumping. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the FSU Seminoles.
Every 51 minutes, someone dies in a drunk driving crash. If you think it can't happen to you or that your actions won't affect others, think again. I got behind the wheel drunk and caused a crash that took the lives of 2 young women. Before you drink, have a plan and know all your options. One bad decision can last forever. Take it from me, Eric, prison inmate P22679.
This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Where champions are crowned.
Florida State beats Virginia Tech. We are the champions of college football.
It's caught! Touchdown FSU! Those are the champions of college football.
This is Florida State football on the Seminoles Sports Network.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Colin writes,
Yo, Chick-fil-A has mac and cheese now.
somebody seems pretty excited about our mac and cheese. Colin, what is it about our newest side that you like so much?
The mac and cheese tastes like it's pulled fresh out of the oven as if they made it just for you for your order.
You nailed it, Colin. It actually is baked right in the restaurant. Try some mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for the testimonial.
Barry knows cool, he's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool, you can put him to the test.
Tallahassee is full of great traditions, but there's nothing quite like the excitement of Seminole football. When you turn to the experts at Carrier and Barano Heating and Air, you can count on another great tradition to make sure you're comfortable after the game. Learn more about our experienced team and reliable service at whatbarryknows.com. Florida license CAC 1816186.
It's halftime on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, and you're tuned in for the Seminole Halftime Show. To get things started, we head inside the Learfield IMG College Network studios for a check of the ViStar Credit Union out-of-town scoreboard. ViStar, we never forget that it's your money. Here again, Dave Pulaski.
Halftime at Cardinals Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Florida State trailing Louisville by a score of 31-14. Dave Pulaski inside the network studios as we get you up to date on the ACC and the top 25 scoreboard. Let's begin in the Atlantic Coast Conference, where we have a full slate of games going on today. A couple of early games also taking place in addition to ours. Number one, Clemson in action against the Syracuse Orange. The Tigers coming off of that 73-7 drubbing of Georgia Tech last week.
It's just early in the morning for me over here, man. I'm just tired.
He's kept things rolling.
It's 2 in the morning over here for me.
Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, looks, throws, has it complete at the 10, then turning it across the 5, headed for the end zone and in.
Yeah, I don't feel it looks hard, but this defense is terrible.
Tom Munson from JMI Sports. It is halftime in Death Valley. Clemson doubling up Syracuse 27-14. Trevor Lawrence 203 yards and 2 touchdown passes in the opening 30 minutes of play. Also going on in the ACC, a battle between ranked North Carolina teams. Number 14 North Carolina leading 23rd ranked NC State 17-7 at the half. Tar Heels facing off against the Wolfpack as a ranked opponent for only the third time in this long storied rivalry history. Only the third time these two teams have met as ranked teams. The other 2 times, 1979 and 1993. Carolina has won both of those previous matchups. They're up 10 on the Wolfpack, who are into the top 25 for the first time in nearly 2 years. Also going on in the ACC later on today, number 3 Notre Dame travels to Pitt to take on the Panthers, Fighting Irish off to a 4-0 start for the second time in the last 3 years. Number 19 Virginia Tech travels to Winston-Salem as they go up against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Hokies have been averaging over 40 points per game this year, and they have the nation's leading rusher, Khalil Herbert, 148 yards on the ground per game. And Demon Deacon head coach Dave Clawson understands the challenge ahead.
They've got a big physical O-line. They've got a running back that's playing as well as anybody in the country right now in Herbert. You know, he's averaging almost 10 yards a carry, which I've never seen that this deep into a season. He's a home run hitter. He's a load. He's got a great stiff arm. He's very hard to tackle.
Wake Forest can pile on the points as well. They've put up 40 or more in 3 straight games, 13 touchdowns during that span. Last season, the Demon Deacons had 18 total touchdowns for the entire season. Should be a good one in Winston-Salem at Truist Field. That'll be a 3:30 kickoff. Georgia Tech and Boston College will square off in Chestnut Hill at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yellow Jackets trying to shrug off that beatdown that they suffered at the hands of number 1 Clemson last week. First meeting with BC for Georgia Tech since the 2016 season opener in Dublin, Ireland. That was a 17-14 win for the Jackets. In the nightcap in the ACC tonight, number 11 Miami welcomes in Virginia to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Cavaliers have dropped 3 in a row. They suffered a 40-23 loss at Wake Forest last week. Still unknown who's going to be quarterbacking for the Wahoos this week. Lindell Stone was last week's starting quarterback, tossed a pair of interceptions. Brennan Armstrong questionable after suffering a concussion against NC State a couple of weeks ago. Now turning our attention over to the top 25, a couple of games taking place. One of them in the Big Ten. Big Ten finally got their season underway. Number 5 Ohio State going up against Nebraska, and the Buckeyes off to a strong start at the Horseshoe.
2nd and 4 for Ohio State. Fields is going to hoist it in the air again. He looks and cranks, sends it deep down the field for Wilson. Got it! Touchdown, Wilson. 42 yards from Justin Fields as Ohio State gets their second score of the day through the air, 13-7 Buckeyes.
Paul Keels from Learfield IMG College, 24-14. They have just gotten the second half underway in Columbus. Number 20, Kansas State, is whipping Kansas in the Sunflower Showdown, 34-7 at halftime. Big day for the Wildcats as they look to stay undefeated in Big 12 play. And number 25, Coastal Carolina, in a tough battle with Georgia Southern, 14-14. They just started the second half in Conway, South Carolina. Shauna Clears ranked in the top 25 for the first time in program history. Coming up after this timeout, we'll go through your first half recap. It's Florida State trailing Louisville 31-14 on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Get your ice cold Bud Light seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery. Coming at you.
The defense out here struggling. I'm surprised we only down by. I'm surprised we only down that
over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I want a race that's great. Who is this? Free him tonight. Hey, it's Jake. I want a way to save. Got the coverage on my brand new ride. State Farm race. Yeah, they're great. State Farm, State Farm, State Farm race.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Where legends are made.
Frankie, what a perfect throw to Snoop Ennis. Oh, Peter Warwick, how'd you do that? There's a Heisman Trophy run by Jameis Winston.
This is Florida State football from Learfield IMG College.
Let me tell you what T-Spark stands for. It stands for strength, commitment, teamwork, and heart. We don't ever quit until we've got nothing left to give. Our team is unstoppable. Want a guaranteed win? Call T-Spark Enterprises for your next roofing or construction project. We conquer all peaks. TSparkConstruction.com. License number CCC 1331204.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Colin writes,
Y'all, Chick-fil-A has mac and cheese now.
somebody seems pretty excited about our mac and cheese. Colin, what is it about our newest side that you like so much?
The mac and cheese tastes like it's pulled fresh out of the oven as if they made it just for you for your order.
You nailed it, Colin. It actually is baked right in the restaurant. Try some mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for the testimonial.
Halftime continues from Cardinal Stadium, Florida State, down to Louisville, 31-14 at the break. Dave Pulaski inside the network studios as we go through your first half recap. Florida State got the ball first, and on the very first play from scrimmage, Jordan Travis found Cam McDonald for a 30-yard gain. That helped set the stage for a 65-yard drive. And Travis this time relied on a little bit of luck to find the end zone.
Now out of the shotgun, inside. Jordan Travis loses the football, picks it up with one hand, on a bounce, keeps the ball alive, runs inside the 3-2-1, touchdown Florida State. What a remarkable job by Jordan Travis. The ball popped loose. He picked it up with one hand and then outran the rest of the guys in red helmets. And the Noles are on the board 6-0. How about that? By Jordan Travis.
That gave Florida State a 7-0 lead just 2.5 minutes into the game, but Louisville would answer a 77-yard drive and Javian Hawkins with a 9-yard touchdown to knot the game at 7. After a Florida State 3-and-out, Javian Hawkins took just one play to get his second touchdown of the game, a 70-yard scamper to put the Cards up 14-7 midway through the first quarter. Later on in the first quarter, Malik Cunningham connects with Evan Pfeiffer on a 13-yard touchdown play to give the Cards a 21-7 lead. Into the second quarter, Cunningham kept rolling. A 7-play, 68-yard drive, 58 of those yards over the top to Tutu Atwell, putting Louisville up 28-7. And then Florida State on the ensuing drive would get a little bit of momentum back. 15 plays at 76 yards. And on 4th and goal, FSU found the end zone.
4th down and goal from the 4-yard line, not the 3. Here's the snap. Travis rolling to his right, goes the ball toward the end zone. Caught ball, touchdown FSU. Ontario Pokey Wilson. Great dart thrown by Jordan Travis. Knowles get a touchdown.
midway through the second quarter.
And that's today's UPS Next Day air delivery of the game. It's brought to you by UPS, working together to achieve great things like the Seminoles. That's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. UPS, the official logistics company of Florida State Athletics.
I'll be back.
They made the score 28-14. Louisville would add a field goal from James Turner from 28 yards out with just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And that's where we're at halftime, 31-14. Cards up on the Seminoles. After this timeout, your first half stats on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
To all of our Seminoles fans listening in, texting and driving is against the law. One text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving around the length of a football field with your eyes closed. To win while driving, you must focus. Put it down and focus on driving to arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
If ACC football runs deep in your veins, then SiriusXM ACC Radio is where you need to be. We're talking conference and team preview, live games, news and analysis from experts like Chris Spatola and Tori Holt, coaches shows, championship specials, and more. Get inside ACC football and do it for free. Listen on your phone, online, and at home with a free SiriusXM trial. Start listening at SiriusXM.com/ACCSXM.
Spanning the entire Sunshine State, this is Florida State football from Learfield IMG College.
Florida State University Credit Union is the champion's choice, serving the FSU community for over 60 years. FSU Credit Union is not-for-profit and full of benefits. Benefits like competitive loans, nationwide account access, as well as FSU-themed debit and credit cards. A portion of loan proceeds benefit local charities and an endowed scholarship at FSU. As part of the FSU family, we invite you to join FSU Credit Union, the official credit union of Florida State Athletics. Find out more at fsucu.org. Membership required, federally insured by NCUA.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark.construction.com. We conquer all peaks. We fix those darn leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark. T-SparkConstruction.com.
License number CCC 1331204.
Halftime show continues. Florida State has an uphill climb, trailing Louisville 31-14 at the break. Dave Pulaski inside the network studios as we go through your first half stats. The only stat the Seminoles are having an advantage on right now is time of possession. 17 minutes for Florida State, just under 13 minutes for Louisville. All the other stats, though, favor the Cards. 410 yards of total offense for Louisville, including 233 through the air, 177 yards on the ground. Florida State, meanwhile, 232 total yards for the ball game, 88 passing, 144 yards rushing. Florida State has 11 first downs, 15 for Louisville. Florida State's 5 of 10 on third down conversions. The Cards are 3 for 4. Penalties, Florida State committed 6 for 65 yards. Louisville with 5 penalties for 42 yards. Neither team committed a turnover in the first half. Coming up after this timeout, we'll have the second half of action from Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Florida State trails Louisville 31-14 at the break. You're listening to the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Tijuana Flats wants to give Noles fans free chips and queso every Friday this football season. Just wear your Noles gear into your local Tijuana Flats and mention code Noles20 to get your free chips and queso. Want to order ahead instead? No problem. You can order through the Tijuana Flats app or online at TijuanaFlats.com. Add Football Fridays chips and queso from the starters menu to your cart and enter code Noles20 at checkout to get your free chips and queso. Tijuana Flats, home of Noles Fridays.
FSU football is back in action, and you can enjoy the season here in Tallahassee safely. Whether you're socially distanced in the stands at Doak or cheering on the team from a local craft brewery, game days are always memorable. And after the final whistle blows, you'll find over 700 miles of wide-open trails, outdoor art exhibitions, and restaurants serving everything from southern favorites to fresh Gulf seafood. Even in 2020, there's no shortage of fun to be had here. That's the beautiful thing about Tallahassee. Plan your trip at visittallahassee.com.
If you've ever been in a vehicle crash, then you know the impact caused by a collision. Now imagine the force of a crash so great, people are killed. My name is Eric. I sat behind the wheel and drove drunk. I caused a crash that killed 2 young women, Megan and Lisa. Now, I sit alone in my jail cell. Megan and Lisa were taken forever, and their families and friends were left devastated. Don't drink and drive, and remember our roadways are connected to our families.
This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
When your health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. TMH is home to the Panhandle's only comprehensive stroke center, one of the top heart and vascular programs in the Southeast, the most powerful cancer center in the area, and Tallahassee's only trauma center. Our expert team offers the latest technology and treatment options to get you back in the game. We are Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, your hospital for life.
Start of the second half coming up from Louisville. The Cardinals on top big over Florida State, 31-14. 3 cheers for Queso. Tijuana Flats has you covered for your Tex-Mex cravings. Tijuana Flats is a proud Florida State partner and wants to give you free queso every Friday this football season. Wear your Noles gear to Tijuana Flats on Fridays and mention code Noles20 to get your free chips and queso. Tijuana Flats, home of Nole Fridays. A lot of work to do for Florida State as we start the second half here, Gene, and it starts with getting that Louisville offense off the field.
Boy, we have not been able to stop them. They miss a field goal on their 6th possession. That's the only time they did not score in the first half. 6 possessions, they score on 5 of them, and they lead 31-14 as we get ready for the second half. Louisville won the toss, deferred to the second half, so the Cardinals' red-hot offense will be on the field first in quarter number 3. Florida State trailing 31-14. Noles have been outgained 410 yards to 232. I think David Velasquez had the stats earlier in our halftime show. Noles have got 88 yards passing, and included in those 7 of 20 pass attempts and completions for Jordan Travis, at least 3 drop passes that would have been big plays for the Seminoles.
Yeah, we look at this offensively. You don't want your quarterback to be your leader rusher, but that's where the offense is going through. So you got to do what you got to do to move the football. And then defensively, it all boils down to the big play. And I've been harping on that, and it's not going to get any better defensively unless we can get off the field on 3rd down and we can eliminate the big play.
Florida State will kick away. Parker Grotehouse will kick it toward Jordan Watkins. And here we go. 3rd quarter is underway. Grotehouse kick will be fielded at the 2-yard line. Watkins to the 15. Gets outside the numbers and contain it. Is run over, knocked down at the 27-yard line. Now that kick was a little bit short by Grotehouse. Returnable, and Watkins brought it all the way out across the 25. Knocked down around the 27-yard line. Florida State trailing 31-14. Malik Cunningham has been absolutely almost perfect. 12 of 13 for 232 yards. His quarterback efficiency rating is 293.6. I've never seen one like that.
Me either.
Louisville with the ball.
Crazy.
Louisville will have the ball first and see what Malik Cunningham will do. They move left to right. Here's the snap. Bootleg rollout. Bootleg gets the pass upfield. Caught ball at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of about 6. And that was not the primary receiver. Ian Pfeiffer, who has caught a touchdown pass in this game, was the guy that made the catch. But I think he was going to try to throw to Tutu Atwell. But we had him pretty well covered.
But it's the same thing, Gene. If you look at the defensive end, it was Kandel on that side. He crashes down so hard. At some point, you got to start looking for that bootleg, looking for that quarterback to come back to you.
It is 2nd down and call it 3. Line of scrimmage, the 34-yard line. They will run a ball off the left guard, and that is Javian Hawkins. And when he feels contact, he starts backpedaling and got an extra yard, and that is close to the 1st down marker. It will be 3rd down at about 1.
And again, Emmett Rice coming up, filling the hole, but not making the tackle on the initial hit. And if you want to stop yards right then, you only got to fall forward and pick up another extra yard or 2. You have to make sure you start wrapping up. So you got to do a better job of wrapping up and tackling.
Emmett's 7th tackle on the game. 3rd down and 1. Noles have not stopped the Cardinals yet. Here's a run play by Malik Cunningham. He is going to be stopped short of the 1st down marker. And for the first time in today's ball game, the Seminoles have stopped Louisville on 3rd down.
Woo! I thought we came close right there to getting that face mask. Great play right there by Ravenwood III, getting in there and making the play on the quarterback.
Well, Louisville goes 3 and out for the first time in this game. Tackle made by Raymond Woody, and then Corey Durden just absolutely. I don't want Corey Durden landing on me.
Yeah, you don't. If you're a running back or receiver, you don't want him finishing the play.
First 3 and out series dealt by the Florida State defense. You think Adam Fuller of the defensive staff, your buddy Odell Higgins, got on that defense?
Well, that's what it was. Except you got to make adjustments. You have to be able to make adjustments, come out and get it done in the second half.
First punt of the day by Ryan Hardwell. Fair catch is called for the Seminole 31-yard line. Keyshawn Helton, and the Seminoles will have the football for the first time in the second half. Work ahead for FSU as we trail 31-14.
And I think nothing changes. You have to make sure that Jordan Travis is the guy that you're putting, running the offense through, and of course he is because he's the quarterback. But you have to make sure he's comfortable out there running it, and you have to make him successful. If he starts getting confidence, he's going to make plays. And once he starts making plays, that's going to motivate the players around him to make plays.
Jordan Travis ready to go to work. First series of the second half of the Seminoles. We were all white handoff, and Jayshon Corbin is drilled in the backfield. Did they know the play was coming? The handoff to number 0? Well, they certainly look like it as they stuff that run for a loss of 3 or 4. Second down, big time tackle by outside linebacker Nick Okeke.
And you see what they're doing. I think they're playing the same way we're playing. Those defensive ends are crashing down right now. Play action would be really big for us right now. The way those defensive ends are crashing down.
4-man front, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Here's the snap on 2nd and 12. Play action fake, as you called, rolling right. Jordan Travis is going to run out of bounds, short of the first down marker. Got it to around the 34-yard line. Ran a long way to get a gain of maybe 4. And that'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd down at about 6. We are underway in the second half. Knowles spotted the Cardinals a 31-14 lead. They go 3 and out. The Knowles try to hang on to the ball. We need points. Trailing 17. That's 3 scores.
Yeah, and what really keeps a defense off balance is the ability of your quarterback to pick up yardage with his legs. So, we may have to go to that point with Jordan running the ball to set up some of the play action to get behind their defenders.
3rd and 7. The mark to make is the Florida State 41-yard line. Seminoles may change the play now. Jordan Travis slaps the hands. Here's the snap. They send a blitzer pass downfield. It is a one-hand. Great catch. Whoa, he could not hang on. Warren Thompson had it in one hand. The defender there, I think, got a pinky on it, knocked it away. I don't know if he would have come down in bounds or not. It is going to be 4th down, so both teams go 3 and out. Boy, there was some contact before the ball got there, wasn't there?
Yep, a little bit of banging off the line, but that's where you have to be strong as a receiver and be able to get off of that bump and run. And they're not doing anything special. They're playing us man to man, so we got to win those battles outside.
Florida State will go 3 and out for the 3rd time in today's ball game. And Alex Mastromano will put a big right toe into it, a fair catch signal for, and made at the 22-yard line. That punt return. Fair catch made by Rajay Burns, an outside linebacker who also specializes as a punt returner. Florida State trailing 31-14, second half underway. Both teams have had it once. Both teams have gone 1-2-3 kick. And we will step aside. Florida State down big 31-14 early in the second half. The action continues after this break. This is the Seminole Sports Network, brought to you by Learfield IMG College.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And Built Ford Tough Trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
You can do all your banking from the comfort of your home. With SunTrust Advantage Checking, you can get everything you need through our innovative mobile app. Set up balance alerts, transfer money, make deposits, pay bills, or send and receive money with Zelle. Because we believe, now more than ever, banking should be secure and convenient. Go to suntrust.com/advantage to open an account today. Terms and conditions apply. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
We all know what comes with being a fan, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or a friend this season. Well, the ups and downs, we were up last week, down today, Gene. Still a lot of time left in this football game, though.
Got to score when we get the football. We went 3 and out, as did the Louisville Cardinals on their first possession of the third quarter. FSU trailing 31-14. LaDamian Webb is our second leading rusher, had a 100-yard game a week ago. He's carried the ball 6 times, 46 yards in today's ball game. Jordan Travis, our leading rusher, with 8 carries for 57 yards, has scored a touchdown. Here is the snap. Louisville starts at the 22, rolling to his right. Cunningham. We get the angle, cutting him off. He throws it the last moment, incomplete. Across the line of scrimmage, he was very close. He runs into a wall behind the bench as he was running full speed and just elected to throw the ball upfield. Dangerous throw, but he got away with it. Louisville with a football. They move left to right. Cunningham that time was shoved by Emmett Rice as he pulled the trigger. 11:34 left in the third quarter, and the Louisville Cardinals with a 31-14 lead. It is second down and 10. Get it behind the chains, and the defense has just done that. Try to tackle this elusive. Well, that's just his second incomplete pass of the game. Handoff to Javian Hawkins, spins at the line of scrimmage and gets ahead for a gain of about 3, and that'll bring up third down and 7. Hawkins, when he feels contact, just punches that spin button. And Fabian Lovett credited with the initial stick, and then Joshua Kando finished it off.
And there it again, third down. Get off the field, D.
Third down and 7. They were perfect on third downs in the first half. The Cardinals were. Cunningham in the pistol formation looks over to the Cardinal sideline. New play set in, and he awaits the snap. They need 7 yards. Here's the snap, dropping Cunningham under pressure. Gets the pass away, dumped it off underneath. First down achieved. Oh, fumble football, diving for it. I think the Cardinals recovered. Fabian Hawkins was the receiver, so he hurt you catching the ball and running the ball. And on third down and 7, they succeed in moving the chains. He did fumble the ball, but it was recovered by tight end Marshawn Ford.
Needed that one right there. If you're going to force that turnover, you got to be able to get the ball.
And Malik Cunningham finds.
Hit that light, people. Hit that light.
On third down and 7. Fresh set of downs now for the Cardinals. We trail 31-14. Here's the snap. Cunningham dropped. Wants to throw deep. Pass the ball left side flat. It is incomplete. Defender right there on the spot.
I'm sorry,
the
y'all.
pass attempt is a little tall. I thought catchable. Jarvis Brownlee covering Des Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick cannot hang on. Good play by the Frenchman. Louisville Cardinals scored on every possession in the first half.
Damn,
Except
every
the last
possession.
which was a missed field goal from distance. Second down and 10 from the Louisville 33-yard line. They move right and lead by 17. In the third quarter, 10:16 to go. Clock will become a factor shortly with a 17-point deficit. Second down, 10. Play action fake. Roll out by Cunningham. Still rolling. Looks downfield. Throws the deep ball downfield down the near sideline. It is incomplete. The flag throw. It'll be pass interference on a Seminole defender.
Damn,
and Raymond
he can't stop.
Woody will be guilty of pass interference, but in the college game, it's a 15-yard penalty. That would have been a huge gain on second down.
Number 31, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Now as a safety, William, Woody plays safety. You see Malik Cunningham put that ball under his arm and start to roll out and run. You have to make a decision. Do I go up and try to contain the run, or do I stay with my guy? So he was sort of in betwixt and between.
Yeah, that one right there, that ball is just underthrown to him. And when the ball is underthrown and you can't turn back and look at it as a defender, you're always going to be at a disadvantage.
Second first down of this second possession in the second half by the Louisville Cardinals. Cardinals in black jerseys, red pants, red helmets, Knowles in all white with gold helmets. First down 10 at the 40-yard line. Cunningham hands the ball off. It is Travis Hawkins. He's snagged by the ankles and dropped. That is a tremendous tackle A tremendous tackle in space by Asante Samuel. If he doesn't get Hawkins and wrap up an ankle and drop him, he's off to the races and scoring another touchdown.
Yes, he is. Great play that time by Asante Samuels, but you still don't want to see him pick up that many yards.
Well, he's our fourth leading tackler, the kid wearing number 26, Asante Samuel, and he makes perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle. It is second down. Hawkins over 100 yards again today.
Samuels might have got banged up on that last play.
Second down and 1. Dropping to throw. Cunningham throws to the left. A long bomb. It is knocked away and almost picked off by Woody. Boy, Woody had a chance at the pick. The ball was a little late getting there. And Woody thought he had the pick, and Fitzpatrick became the defensive back, the intended receiver, and knocked it away from Raymond.
Well, that time, Raymond Woody just trying to locate the football right then and almost allows the receiver to catch it. He overruns that ball. If he's able to keep his eye on it and not overrun it, he's probably had the opportunity to pick it.
Well, offensive coordinators all think alike. Second down and 1. We can do just about anything. So it's third down and 1 now. The long pass attempt is incomplete. Yeah, the more I look at the replay, it was Woody knocking the ball out of Fitzpatrick. Third down and 1. They will run the play off. Right guard first down, and then some outside the numbers. Javian Hawkins, he is inside the 20, knocked down at the 11-yard line. That kid wearing number 10 is unstoppable today. Javian Hawkins, 13 carries, 162 yards.
And the defensive end just basically runs out. He doesn't engage the defensive tackle. He kind of takes himself out of the play 11. Janarius Robinson, instead of him crashing that thing down and holding ground with the offensive tackle, he kind of runs out of the way, and it opens up a huge running lane for the running back. If the defensive end doesn't play that better, that's going to be a huge gash all game.
31-14, and the Cardinals knock on our door. Here is a bootleg rollout by Cunningham, still rolling. Throws the pass toward the end zone, incomplete, threw it away. He had his tight end Marshawn Ford on that side of the end zone, but that pass went way beyond anybody's reach. And Cunningham says, nope, not going to throw a pick from the opponent's 11-yard line. It is second down, 10-yard. It's second down and goal. Louisville Cardinals on the move now. This drive began back at the Cardinal 23-yard line. They got one pass interference flag on Raymond Woody, but they've had some great running by Javian Hawkins on this series. Second down and goal. The ball on the chalk at the 10-yard line. They move left to right. Here is the snap. Hawkins takes the ball to the left side. He is going to score a walk-in touchdown. Third touchdown of the game by the Hawk, Javian Hawkins.
I mean, it's easy pickings right there. The defensive ends are not crashing it. They're not holding the point of attack right there. So all they're doing is basically stepping outside. And once they step outside, they're pushed outside. Look how big that hole is right there. You have to engage the player. You have to engage the guy in front of you and take him to where you're going. You can't move out the way. You know what I'm saying? Those guys coming full speed down here blocking you. You have to be able to negate that, going back up into them. And if you do nothing else, maintain that wall right there where the linebacker is straight. But when it's a hole that big, we don't hold contain, they're going to score every time.
37-14, the point after touchdown from James Turner makes it 38-14. And the hill gets taller for the Seminoles nearly halfway through the third quarter, 8:44 to go in the third period.
Yeah, just making it way too easy to run the football right now. We've had that problem, pretty much all year of not being able to stop our opponent from running the football, and just letting them do it anything they want. So we just got to get a lot more stout.
9 plays, 72 yards, a touchdown by Javian Hawkins, 38-14. Louisville. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you Seminole football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, football fans, let's talk about your home game setup. You're probably watching from your living room, which might double as your home office, your dining room, and maybe even a bedroom. Well, with rates at historic lows, it's a great time to refinance with Rocket Mortgage and get cash out of your home. Cash you could use to remodel a basement or a den into the ultimate fan cave. When you're ready to upgrade your home game, Rocket can. Get started at rocketmortgage.com. Rocket Mortgage, proud supporter of college athletics.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3013.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Hey, Florida State fans, if you need a home loan to fit your team and budget, Rocket can. Rocket Mortgage, proud supporter of college athletics. It has been the Hawkins show for Louisville today. He gets another one. Florida State, they're going to have nightmares with number 10 running in and around him, Gene.
Yeah, Hawkins' third touchdown of the game. He has 172 yards rushing.
Wow.
Including a 70-yard touchdown, his second of the game. That one, a 10-yard touchdown drive, capped a 9-play, 72-yard scoring drive.
And that's the key right there, the 9-play, 72 yards. They've had long drives, and all they're doing is eating the clock with the running game.
They have 400 as a short kickoff. Bobbled by Douglas. Will pick it up at the 8 to the 10. Bobs and weaves 20-yard line. And excellent recovery after bobbling a one-hopper back at the 8-yard line. Got it out to the 20. And that's where Jordan Travis and the Seminole offense will go to work. We went 3 and out on our first series. So did Louisville here in the second half. Then the Cardinals came back on their second possession and put together a 72-yard scoring drive. And now FSU, see if we can answer that touchdown. Got to answer soon, running out of time with 8:44 to go in the third quarter.
Well, offensively right now, all you can do is try to put the ball in the end zone, and you have to do what's been working. You have to run it through Jordan Travis, utilize his legs, and start going back play action.
From the 21-yard line, play action fake dropping. Jordan Travis throws a pass downfield. A incomplete pass and almost picked off. That was a little bit too tall to be caught. And K-Trail Clark, a transfer from Liberty College, almost had the pick. There have been no turnovers in this game. Jordan Travis, who originally signed out of high school to play at Louisville, took a couple of snaps as a true freshman, redshirted. And when they had a wholesale regime change at the Cardinals, Bobby Frito and his staff let go. He transferred to Florida State, earned his eligibility last year, and played late in the season. Here is second down snap. Handoff running to the left, and there's just nowhere to go. LaDamian Webb tried to go left on a counter play, and he is stopped in his tracks for a loss of 1. LaDamian Webb runs right into a middle outside linebacker, Monty Montgomery.
Offense for the 4 players in the backfield. That penalty's declined. Third down.
Well, Montgomery is a tackling machine. Led them in tackles with 13 against Notre Dame a week ago. He is out of Norcross, Georgia, a transfer from Hutchinson Junior College. This guy plays at a high level in the college game.
Well, you just look at the offensive line right now. You look at that replay. We're not getting any push, Gene. We're not getting any push upfield, and we're not getting any push. It's just not going to be – you're not going to be able to create the running lanes that the running backs need to make the plays.
Third down at 12 from the Seminole 19. Need to reach the 31. Long count, empty backfield for Jordan Travis. 2 receivers to one side, 3 to the other. Shouts something to his offensive line, slaps his hands, awaits the snap on 3rd and long. Here it is. They'll rush 3. Jordan Travis runs to his left, puts on the brakes. He'll be sacked at the 15. Here comes a flag for a face mask. As the tackle was made and Jordan Travis was going down, he's grabbing for his face mask, and 3 officials saw 3 flags, and it will be a personal foul.
Face mask, number 7. Defense, 15-yard penalty, and then the run. Automatic on first down.
Well, Monty Montgomery was the guy that made a splash play before that snap, and he is the guy on that face mask grab, and 3 officials are very obvious on the replay. And the Noles getting a fresh set of downs the old-fashioned way, the old yellow hanky job.
We'll take it. I mean, it's any way you can move the ball at
He
this
like,
point.
he didn't like
you
people.
still continue to go back to what you're doing. And You're going to have to just make some better throws right there because play action.
Not a good look for the defense, y'all.
Opportunities to make some plays running out of that play action.
Not a good look for the
We have to make
defense.
sure we execute it.
38-14 Cardinals. First down, 10 Knowles at the 34. Running to the right on the Wildcat formation is Corbin, and he'll be bottled up and driven backwards after the whistle additional contact, but no flag thrown that time. We've seen the Wildcat occasionally this season. Corbin comes in and takes the direct snap, but we get very little, if any, on that play. Second down and 8, so a gain of 2. Looked like he got less than that. Line of scrimmage, the Seminole 36-yard line. FSU moving right to left in white with gold helmets. The running back is Jaswan Corbin. The snap out of the pistol formation. Hand off to Corbin to the 40, 45 to the 50. Corbin to the 45. Runs over a tackler to the 40-yard line. Best run of the day by a Seminole runner, and that's Jaswan Corbin.
Hit the light, people. Hit the light.
Just flattened the tackler.
Good downhill running right there.
Hit the
Good
light.
tough running right there. And that's what he
I don't
is.
care
He's a
about you
tough runner.
trolls. Just hit the light.
I
You
want to
troll,
see that
hit the light.
breakout ability, but I tell you what, he does exactly what he's supposed to do. Puts his head down and picks up more yardage.
Knowles will again hand the ball running right off left guard. Still on his feet, and inside the Cardinal 35 is Corbin. He was hit about 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage and extended that carry to a gain of 6. Florida State trailing 38-14. This drive extended thanks to a face mask infraction on Monty Montgomery, a linebacker, on 3rd down and 12. 2nd down and 4. Here's the pistol formation. Handoff running to the right. Corbin breaks a tackle inside the 30 to the 25. To the right. Beg your pardon, Ladamian Webb. Webb gets it inside the 20-yard line.
And right there, just the ability to be able to pick up yardage like that, it should open up the passing game for us.
Yeah, Ladamian Webb that time carried the ball after Corbin had a couple of big runs. The Seminoles move the sticks again. 1st down and 10. The ball spotted at the Louisville 18-yard line. We trail 38-14. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Need a score in the worst way. Shotgun formation.
Hit the like button.
Webb on the left hip. Travis, here is the snap. Swing pass caught by Webb. Webb inside the 50, outside the numbers to the 10. Runs over a tackler out of bounds.
There we go.
Looked like somebody may have grabbed him up near the headgear. No flag thrown. Webb runs on a swing pass to the running back and gets a nice gain to the 10-yard line. That will be 2nd down and 2. Knowles on the move now inside the Louisville red zone at the Cardinal 10.
Have the score right now.
Need a touchdown. Trailing 38-14. Out of the RPO look, that spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Play action fake. Jordan made a guy miss. Rolls to his right. Still rolling. Still he makes another guy miss. Inside the 10. Dives. He does not have the first down. The ball did not cross the mark to make, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. He slides to avoid a heavy collision. His legs were across the mark to make, but the ball was not. It will be 3rd down and 1. We're in 4-down territory right now, trailing 38-14.
Yeah, that one there's where you wish your quarterback had a little bit more awareness of where he needed to get with that football right there. I think if he just goes ahead and stretches out, he gets up under it, he can dive and get that first down.
3rd down and 1. Cardinals have 5 on the line of scrimmage and a backer or 2 close to it. Here's the snap. Handoff and running up. The first down is achieved on a handoff and a run by
JT playing too good today, y'all.
Lawrence Toafili. Boy, he just lowered that shoulder, felt contact, and lunged to be sure he secured the first down. He's a little disgusted with himself. He didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah, I like him. I just like his ability to run right there. He almost fumbles that thing. I'm glad he got control of it, but I like the way he runs the ball. Big running back, keeps those legs churning too.
Lawrence Toafili, a true freshman from St. Pete. Pinellas Park High School. 1st down and goal now from the 5-yard line. We move left. Fresh set of downs in motion. Ontario Wilson running the ball on the option. It's Travis, and he's inside the 5. Got maybe 1. They had Ontario Wilson
too much time, man.
Across the formation behind the quarterback, like he was going to run the option play that way. And Jordan Travis elected to put it under his arm and run, and he is stopped after maybe a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and goal. The ball will be just short of the 4-yard line. Well, in fact, it's going to be right at the 5.
I don't know. Damn.
By Jordan Travis. 2nd down and goal. Clock becoming a factor now. 8:44. Or 3:08 to go in the 3rd quarter, beg your pardon. Play action fake. Travis Jordan foul off. In the end zone. Caught. No, incomplete pass. Trying to get Cameron.
Come on, man.
A little jump pass.
Yeah, Mike.
Is incomplete. It's third down and goal.
That's the one you got to have right there. I wish we'd have got that ball up just a little bit higher. Let the tight again go up and have to grab it a little bit more. But just a good play by the defender right there, getting his hands in the way of the receiver and pulling that ball out.
C.J. Avery, weak side linebacker, knocks the ball away as Cam McDonald had two paws on it in the end zone. Third down and goal from the 5. We move left. Here's the snap. Jordan Travis, a shovel pass ahead to the 1-yard line, to the goal line. Did Corbin get in? He did not. The old Oklahoma shovel pass. It will be fourth down and inches to go. Florida State needing touchdowns and not field goals. Keep an eye on that clock, William, down to 2:44 and counting. We trail 38-14. And knock on the door with fourth down coming. Fourth down, and see if they spot the ball inside the 1. Nope.
And this is why we have to
inside
go
the
for
1.
We have to go for it right here, Gene. We have no other choice. 3 points doesn't do us any good this late in the game.
Knowles converted on fourth down earlier in this game. 1 for 1 on 4. Quarterback Jordan Travis, he hurdles to the left, and I don't know, did he get in with a second effort? I think he did. No indication yet. Is it a touchdown, Florida State? Is it a touchdown, Mr. Ref? I thought with second effort, Jordan Travis got it in. Long discussion. One official shaking his head.
Nah, he's placing his foot down, so he's saying they didn't get it.
The Seminoles come up empty on fourth down and 1. That's attitude.
That's it.
That's attitude.
That's all that is right there. That's just you saying that I'm going to win this play right there, and our offensive line lost their defensive line.
Boy, the Florida State fans
right there. You had about a scotch to go right there, Gene. Not very far to go, and short yardage, you have to be able to pick up that yardage right there. Your center has to be able to fire off the ball. Your 2 guards, they have to be able to get pushed right there.
Well, the stop is short of the goal line. Jordan Travis thought he had a touch. We did too with second effort, but apparently his knee was down, and they don't even review it. There's a timeout on the field. Florida State trailing 38-14. Keep it right here on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
What's going on out here,
US
man?
Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured. I'm live right now. I figured I might as well talk to you.
If we get a puppy,
I'm gonna wait.
I'll Hundo P always walk.
You don't have to speak teen.
I'm tired as hell.
Thousands of
This
teens
man,
in foster care
it's
love
3
you
in the
just the
morning
same.
over here.
Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Seminole football is brought to you by Truist, the new name for better banking. Founded on the belief that with better products and services, we can inspire and build better lives and communities. BB&T and SunTrust are now Truist. Well, that was a big fourth down play, and I thought an initial look, Gene, like Travis got in, but the replay, it looked like his knee touched down. They're still reviewing it, though, I suppose.
Yeah, during the commercial timeout, the TV timeout, Gary Patterson, our referee, indicated that the replay review.
Ruling on the field is confirmed. First down.
It looked like on the replay angle we had before going to break, his knee was down just inside the 1 yard line. 1 hard yard to get. And Yaya Diaby, Jared Goldwire, Tamarius Peterson, and Nick Okiki, the front four of the Cardinals, said no.
Yeah,
sir,
you will.
You
already growing. I
just
can
couldn't
see
shove
already.
him off
I
the line
can
of
see people
scrimmage.
already going towards you, following you.
Nope,
So,
did not get that ball
yeah, you
across
already
right
got
there.
it.
And even the tight end, like
You
he
good.
just did not get any push
I'll
right
talk to you
there.
later. I'll make a
FSU fails on fourth down and goal from about 2/3 of a yard away. Coach Mike Norvell will look at that video and say, what did we do wrong? Needed to get that touchdown, trailing 38-14. Cards will start about a half yard out of their own end zone. In fact, Malik Cunningham is standing 5 yards deep in the Cardinal end zone to take the snap out of the pistol formation. He'll drop back to throw. Throws a deep ball on the deep post. Downfield, it is incomplete. Too tall for Tutu Atwell.
All right, what's going on, Knowles?
How about that one? Too tall for Tutu.
But just look at
Too
the
far for
mentality of Louisville right there. And that's how I wish we would attack right there. I mean, they're basically saying, you know what? We're on the goal line. We're going to take our shots. Any opportunity we get, they try to take a shot.
Yeah, Tutu a little shaken up. I think he landed on his back and lost his way. You know what? I remember a game in 1989, Florida State playing Miami here at Doak Campbell Stadium. And Bobby Bowden called that Cadillac play. P.T. Willis threw a strike, and we got it to midfield on that same play. How to play? Gutsy call. Cunningham hit in the back, hit the end zone. It's a safety. It's a safety in the backfield.
Hey, we got to play.
Points. We need everything we can get.
You
Cunningham
ain't
trying to run a
lying,
quarterback
Gene
draw and ran right into a Seminole defender.
That's how you have to attack. That's what I've been talking about, attacking. You got to want it more than them.
Hey, that's a play. I'll take it.
Well, Emmett Rice just absolutely locked up and wrapped up and knocked it backwards. From this angle, it looks like he got back across, but from the other angle that we saw first, he was stuffed in the end zone.
Good job right there by Rice. I mean, he doesn't get that ball out. There's no way that he gets that ball out. Rice has been there. He's been in the right place. He just hasn't done that. Wrapped up the player right there at the initial point of attack and been able to take him down. And an excellent job that time getting it done.
Yeah, and Stephen Dix was the guy that really shut the
Come
door.
on, Florida State
It
now.
looked like he was going to try to get out across that goal line.
Come
The
on
safety, first of the season by the Seminoles. And it comes with 2:01 to go in the third quarter. 38-16. Florida State.
You have to find every once in a while. You have to find plays that's going to send that jolt of electricity, that motivation.
Here you go. That's a play.
Team and get that momentum back on your side, and that's the type of play that makes it happen. You get these 2 points. Now you get the ball back offensively. You get to take the ball back down.
We wanted Jordan Travis to get a touchdown, but we failed on fourth down at about 2 feet. They were pinned in a hole, and Cunningham calls a quarterback draw on second down. And is tackled by Emmett Rice and Stephen Dix in the end zone for a safety. And the Knowles will fix the Florida State trailing 38-16. Now the scores down 22 with 2:01 to go in the third quarter. Here is the free kick. And it will be caught around the 22-yard line. Ja'Kai Douglas to the 25 to the 40-yard line. He is tripped up at the 44. Well, he's exciting to watch. Number 22 in the program, true freshman from Pinellas County. Ja'Kai Douglas with a nice return of the free kick. Florida State will have the ball. See if we get a quick score. Trailing 38-16. See if we can score before the fourth quarter, will you?
And that's what we need right there, because you think about it, we want to have that 7 when Jordan Travis didn't get in, but we can get in right now before the third quarter with the play the defense just made. That's going to be 9 points right there if we can get it done that we've been able to pick up and try to close that deficit going into the fourth quarter.
Well, Douglas return of 22 yards. Knowles set up shop at our 43, moving right to left. Jordan Travis at quarterback. He's got Damian Webb on his right hip to snap. Makes the pitch, throws a post. It's caught ball inside the 50 to the 40-yard line. Nice design play. You fake the pitch and then throw to a wide open receiver, a tight end over the middle, Cameron McDonald. And the Knowles have a first down.
And see, I think that's something that we can utilize all the time, every game, because nobody really accounts for the tight end. So if Cam has his mind right, he can make some big plays in this offense.
Cam McDonald's second catch of the game. That one a 30-yarder first down at the 39-yard line. Florida State moving right to left, closing 2 minutes of the third quarter. Jordan Travis ducks out of a tackle, runs to his right, gets the pass upfield, caught ball, Ontario Wilson, and he loses control of the ball. It's intercepted. Taken by the Louisville Cardinals, and the first turnover of the game occurs here late in the third quarter. Did Ontario touch the ball, or was it picked clean?
Does it matter?
That's what we're talking about. You have to be able to make plays. You have to catch that ball right there. He doesn't catch the ball. It deflects up in the air. Easy interception for the defense right there. And that's just a matter of you making the play, keeping your eyes on the ball, and squeezing it, watching it all the way in. You check it, you see, he takes his eye off the ball that split second when he's supposed to be trying to clip it in and make sure he catches it, but he's too worried about the contact. Can't
Hit
worry
the like,
about
people. Hit the
contact.
like.
You just got to make the play.
Reserve safety Jack Fago makes the interception.
Hit the like, people. Hit the like.
The Cardinals have
Give me some likes. Give me some likes.
Out nice, but ended
What's up, Jawu?
disaster. First turnover.
Yeah, defense screwed the pooch today, y'all. Defense screwed the pooch.
11 left.
Defense screwed the pooch. Yeah, our wide receivers not looking good. Defense is looking worse, man. Offense is not looking good. I don't know what happened to the offense today. I don't know if Louisville's defense is that good. We struggled. But I wanted this win too, man. We just can't get a winning record, seems like. We'll get close to getting 500. It's like we allergic to getting 500. Yeah, we blew this one. Louisville didn't beat us. We just look awful out there.
From the 50-yard line, a pass to
He
the
just ain't show up today.
Set up, first down achieved, and out of bounds. Look out, don't hit a player out of bounds. And that time the Cardinals come up with a
dang, we lost this game. We should have. We should have. I don't know if we should have won.
And the catch is good for a first down.
I don't know who that was over there.
I thought we were gonna win this game.
Whoever the cornerback on that side was got
destroyed
on that block.
We looked like we looked overwhelmed the first quarter.
Makes the catch and gets the first down. His first catch of the game. In fact, we don't have him on our depth chart. Cardinals on the move now with a 38-16 lead. They do not need to snap the ball, and we will head to the fourth quarter. See if they take one more snap. Cunningham awaits 2 seconds on the play by, gets the snap away.
Hit the like, people. Hit the like.
Toward his right, throws a pass. It's a caught ball inside the Seminole 35, down to the 20-yard line. Again, Scott Satterfield's offense is clicking. They've got Malik Cunningham.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for hitting that like, people.
That time pulls the trigger. Looked like a run play all the way by the quarterback.
That's how I felt against Clemson. They looked doing but we helped them with
splash
this.
play for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
right.
Hit that, subscribe to the channel, y'all.
In the books, one left to go.
Check out my channel, y'all. Check out my channel. I've been doing this about 3 years.
Brought to you by Learfield IMG College.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Nice push Bud Light beer, IRC beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're a Florida State
This is what happens when you buy cheap.
people should be treated better, join ViStar.
Well, y'all
Members
wild
have
in the
enjoyed
chat.
friendly personal service since
Is
1952.
that fun?
A smile and personal greeting when entering a branch. An online or phone chat for those with questions.
That
And
fuck
a call
Bud
center
Light.
that's open every day. At ViStar, we never forget that it's your
Ah.
money, proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. All loans subject to approval, insured by
The
NCUA.
players can't. Yeah.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings?
Man, why the Canes gotta be dickheads? Y'all just nobody likes y'all. Thanks, Chasey-O. Thanks, Chasey-O. Check out my channel, Chasey-O. You might like my last videos. I mean, I do entertainment. I do jokes and comedy. I do music. I do all types of stuff on this channel. Check it out. Just watch some videos.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based
We
on
need a new president. Also, pick.
future savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate
The quarterback has a lot of time. Mine is not even playing dickhead. Louisville was favored. Yeah, by 5 points.
The Seminoles
Some people had us to win this
farmers
game.
and fishermen. You can support them too. Follow the fresh from Florida by
My
name.
life's trash. Go Stella.
On the drive again. I feel like I've said that a little too frequently today.
What are you, Australian? Smoothie, are you Australian?
13 yards of offense, Tom, and this is the third
Everybody talking about get rid of Louisville.
our
They
opponents
were- Yeah,
being
we can't get rid of Louisville.
time this season.
No, they were favorite. Yeah, they were favored by 5 points, Gene.
To this riddle called Malik Cunningham. And
Oh,
his
this is
side,
crazy.
Tavian Hawkins between the two. That's the majority of those.
I ain't expect nothing like
513
this.
yards. We head to the fourth quarter, and we trail by 22. 38
Yeah, we gotta be
to
patient. I'm
16.
patient. I'm good.
William,
I'm
this
not.
Cardinal team today
I'm just looking at the
doesn't
chat.
look like a team
Jill.
that lost
I'm
47
not
to
paying
34 to Miami at home, 23 to 20 at Pitt,
Oh, okay, because they drink
46-27
Stella over
at
here a
Georgia
lot.
Tech.
Stella
They're
or
playing
something.
more like the team
In
that
Australia, they drink a lot
almost
of
upset
Stella.
Notre Dame a week ago when they
That's what I
lost
thought,
12-7 and had a chance to win.
If you have FSU
But
to
this
win.
is not a 1-4 team.
Hey, man.
I mean,
He
no,
trying
you
to
look
troll.
at them. They came
Save
out
the money
ready
and
to
get a
play
respected
football
coach.
today,
We'll go
Jay.
to
They
track.
scored 21
This
points
is very
in the
interesting.
first
It's the
quarter,
point is
followed
making
that
feel
up
like
with
we
10
weren't making
points
progress. It does,
in the
don't it?
second
It do.
quarter, and then they added
Last
another
week I
7
thought we
points
made
right there
progress, but
in the third. And we got a
okay,
long way
Smoothie.
to
I'm
go
from
to
our
get this
US too,
done,
but I
but
just live
I
in
want to see
Australia.
this team continue to fight and
113
make
yard
plays
defensive
and
allowed so
execute.
far. Damn.
Offense has to be able to put some points on the
If Fuller's
board to
here
help the
next year, I won't
defense
want to
out.
watch
Right
this.
now, the defense hadn't been able to
Hit the light, people. Hit the light.
at all. So offense is going to have to do it from that side of the ball if they have a chance.
Hit the light.
Limited attendance on a chilly day at Cardinal Stadium. COVID-19 protocol from the 20-yard line. First play of the fourth quarter. Cunningham, play action fake, drops to throw. Looks toward the end zone, throws toward the end zone. It is incomplete.
Oh, they trying to blow us out, y'all. Hey, they trying to blow us out.
The intended target, Ian Pfeiffer.
Yes, Smoothie. I'm from America. I served in the U.S. military. I just traveled and decided to live in Australia.
Make the play. Who wants to make the
If UNC could catch.
Second down and 10.
Damn.
Kevin Rice, the Knowles leading tackler in this game, has 8. And that a pass
Yeah, it's a
breakup
long
in the
ass
end zone.
third quarter.
Second down and 10 from the 20. Cardinals move right to left.
Yeah, they trying to blow us more out.
By design, it was not snapped.
They trying to get 50 points on the board.
To get a new signal sent in.
They trying to put 50
20-yard
up.
line, second down and 10. Power pistol formation. They'll run the ball to the a tripped up in the backfield. Falling ahead to the line of scrimmage was Javian Hawkins. Hawkins that time very few times.
Satterfield is an average quarterback, but our defense looking average, so it don't
His
even matter.
174 yards rushing would indicate.
And it just right there, you look at it again.
We beat UNC. Don't go there. We beat them. It's all right, Jerry. We beat UNC. That was a big win for the program. Defense played lights out. That's why we won that game. Defense ain't doing nothing today.
Neither one of them want to get past each other. You just said
defense played lights out last week.
The thing is, Louisville is running the ball and being.
Hit the like and subscribe. People also subscribe to the channel. Florida State fans, the Florida State channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. I do live streams. I do live games. I'll be going live again for the Tampa Bay Bucks game. I'm a Bucks fan as well. So just subscribe to the channel.
Want a guaranteed win? Call T-Spark Enterprises for your next roofing or construction project. We will conquer all peaks. TSparkConstruction.com. License number CCC 1331204.
The FSU Bookstore has Tallahassee's largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise. You can get your Seminole pride at the FSU Bookstore. Join us for home game day events, autograph signings by FSU former players, and more. Check out our social media page at facebook.com/FSU Bookstore for more details. You can shop at one of our 5 convenient locations or go online at shopfsu.com. Remember, the FSU Bookstore has the largest selection of licensed Seminole merchandise.
FSU football is an exciting experience filled with tailgating, cheering, and fun, but every weekend in Tallahassee is special. And visit Tallahassee.com is the perfect place for discovering new restaurants, outdoor adventures, and more. Before you head to Tally, go to visitTallahassee.com. Into the fourth quarter, Florida State has had a couple of drives thwarted today by drop passes. Those
are you a diehard Knowles fan too? I mean, a Bucks fan? Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Big uphill battle at this point, G.
Subscribe to the channel, Chazio.
Just a moment ago, when it looked like Ontario Wilson.
I do Bucks games. I do some Bucks games.
And hang on to it.
I do Florida State too.
Fago. And Fago it was.
Yeah, we gonna win the whole thing. Bucks going all the way, man.
The Louisville Cardinals.
Well, Mike Evans been hurt, man.
Fourth quarter, and
Mike Evans gonna be good. Mike Evans.
Rice, our leading tackler.
All right, we gonna have the best receiving corner. We got the best receiving corner in the NFL and the best defense.
Slowly to the Seminole side.
Boy, we the best. Tampa Bay Bucks, baby.
To 16 to the Louisville Cardinals, a 1-14. They played well enough to almost upset Notre Dame, and they're playing lights out today in their first home game in a month.
What quarter we in, y'all?
It is third down 11 from the 21 of the Seminoles. Dropping Cunningham, puts the pass in the air, wide open, but the throw cannot be held onto in the end zone. That was the tight end, Ford, Bashan Ford.
Good job.
A little low. He's 3 yards deep in the end zone, and he could not squeeze it. That's a break for the Noles.
Yeah, it was. And it was the pressure, too, I think, by Jannard Robinson. He couldn't really step into that throw. But definitely, the tight end like that, man.
A little wicked. Working on 3 yards deep in the end zone. He was wide open. James Turner, that sophomore kicker, will attempt the field goal.
Fourth.
Spot will be
Thanks,
the
Mike Strong.
29-yard line, a 39-yard field goal. He kicked a 28-yarder earlier.
Go nose.
The spot is down.
Turn
The
for
kick is
head coach.
airborne, and this one is good. He misfired a 50-yarder just before halftime.
I don't want that. I don't want them problems.
39-yard field goal, and the Cardinals.
Yeah,
get
we
points off
in a
turnover.
rebuild, y'all.
3
We in a
points off the
rebuild.
interception, 41
We're in a
to
rebuild.
16.
Right now, offensively, you have to say, what plays do I have that can
Oh,
give me
this
a
is
passes? And that's what you need to be
We're in
trying
a
to talk to your
rebuild.
team
Still in a rebuild.
right now about going out before you start your new offensive series.
I
Just
can't wait to
underway
get
in
the
the
hell out of
fourth
this
quarter.
rebuild.
45 seconds gone. Knowles in a hole, and we trail 41 to 16 on the James Turner 39-yard field goal. There's a break in the action. We're in the fourth, trailing big. Stay with us as we count down
Poor Gene
to
Decker.
the final gun. The Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
Tijuana Flats wants to give Knowles fans free chips and queso every Friday this football season. Just wear your
Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I get it back. Hold on. One minute, y'all. Let me get my stream back. Hold on. Hold on. I get it. Hold on. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, FSU fans, StubHub has been the
Copyright
easiest way to
just
buy and
popped.
sell Seminoles tickets for almost 20 years. Whether you're looking for a single seat at the 50 or a section for your whole squad, StubHub has the best selection of tickets for any budget. Use Virtual View to find your perfect spot. Score a great deal with a price alert and get your tickets delivered instantly. It's the best way to get into Doak Campbell Stadium. StubHub is the official ticketing partner of Florida State Athletics. StubHub, be there.
Dallas Cowboys.
Another 3 points for Louisville, and they lead it 41 to 16. ViStar Credit Union, we never forget that it's your money. Proud partner.
Yeah, the Cowboys
of the Florida
trash.
State Seminoles. Knowles got it all the way down the field inside the 1 yard line. Couldn't convert last time, or the last time into the red zone. Obviously, needs some points here, Gene.
Yeah.
Florida State trailing
Damn, we was just getting
41-16
some recruits back
for the
interested
fourth
with us.
quarter. The Cardinals get a 39-yard field goal. That drive, 7 plays, just 32 yards after an interception by the Cardinals. First turnover of the ball game. A pass that probably should have been caught, but was deflected into the lap of a Cardinal defensive back. The kickoff 3 yards deep will be brought back out.
The Cowboys. Hey, well, how about the Bucks talk, Richard?
At the 20-yard line. Florida State will start.
How about them Bucks, baby?
41.
How about my Buccaneers? We got to bust the Raiders. Ass.
You got to keep fighting right here. And you want to get points on
We
the
about to
board.
bust the
How do you do
Raiders'
that?
ass.
You execute. You got to make sure every play
TURNTTALLY style.
you're catching the ball,
What up?
receivers are catching the ball, running backs are running hard, and quarterback has to make the right decision.
The Bucks.
14:09 left. We're in the fourth quarter early.
Bucks to
FSU has the
hell.
ball for the fourth
They
time
hell on
in the
that
game.
field.
Knowles start
The Bucks hell on that
just
field.
outside the 20-yard line.
What's up, Frank?
At the 21. Here is the snap. The Jets sweep to Ontario Wilson. He's going to get by one tackler, is snagged at the 26-yard line, a gain of 5.
Handoff to number 80.
FSU starting at the 21 will get a 5-yard pickup, and Malik Clark, an interior defensive lineman, makes the tackle. FSU moving left to right.
Yeah, we
Trail.
should be throwing the ball.
41-16, and a Seminole shaken up on that play. Noles were ready to go to work. That injury must have occurred on the sideline in front of the Seminole bench. Florida State.
Good God.
Scored on its first possession of the ball game, and that's always a good sign on the road. But little did we know that the Cardinals were going to score on 5 straight possessions
first drive.
and lead big at halftime.
Started.
Second down and 5.5 yards needed. Ball right at the 25-yard. I call a second down and 6. Here is the snap out of the gun. Jordan Travis throws a dart caught ball.
Hit that like, people. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like.
To try to get that first down, but he'll be short by a yard. That'll bring up third down and 1.
And that's where you have to know be aware of where you're on the field right there. I think if he's aware of where he's at on the field, he's able to pick up that first down.
Jordan Travis will try to convert third down and 1. The Noles have had some success, but not enough. With just 6 of 13. Third down and a full yard needed. The snap, little delay, handoff up the gut. The Noles get the first down, and then some. Damian Webb, Drags tackle is with him. Is finally gang tackled. He needed 1 and a burst right up the gut. Got him 10.5, maybe 11.
And I think that's how we're going to be successful for the rest of the year running the football. I don't think we're going to be able to run sideline to sideline and try to make plays like that. At the end of the day, you got to defeat the guy in front of you, run straight downhill.
Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. My name is TURNTTALLY, baby.
About a gain of 14 on that kick.
Check out the channel.
Backfield, Jordan Travis to throw. Good protection. Throws the pass upfield. It's Damian Webb with a catch out of the backfield, and he has another first down. He had lined up as a slot receiver, Damian Webb. Going to work the Seminoles. Hurry up offense. You know that play before that, William? We're doing hurry up, no huddle thing. It looked like the old freeze option. Yep. Like the freeze option that sprung him for a 14-yard carry. FSU moving left to right. Cardinal Stadium, 41-16. Louisville leads.
41-16.
Since their second possession. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. This is Jashawn Corbin. Breaks the tackle. Spins his way out across the 42 to near the 44-yard line. The Cardinals then make the tackle and knock him backwards. But a nice run by Jashawn Corbin. The Rocket from Rockledge, Florida. He and Damian Webb. Quite a one-two combination to throw in Ja'Kai Douglas. And also Lawrence Toafili. You got 4 that can run the football. Here's the snap on second down. Rolling Jordan Travis. Looking. Look out, Jordan. Sacked in the backfield.
Oh, no. The offensive line.
Second sack of the game. On second down and 2, we lose big yardage. It'll be third down and long.
And there's no way that should happen because you have the offensive tackle and the running back out there. How did that
Our
happen?
roster's hurting. We don't have the skilled players on offense, man.
All you're
I'm realizing. Our receiving core is
and hit the quarterback.
Our receiving core, we need some improvement.
That should not have happened.
Yasir Abdullah, who was
our receiving core, my God,
in the season.
It's hurt.
He and Abdullah exchange starting assignments. Now the Seminoles face
Norvell doing the best he can with what we got.
Snap, empty backfield, dropping it though. Jordan Travis at time breaks down, gets a pass away, caught well short of the first down lead. It's a great effort by Ontario. Wilson will not get the first down. Got it inside the Louisville 50 or 48-yard line, but not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down. And I would imagine trailing 41-16. Well, let's see how we play it. 41-16, 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Florida State trailing big. Fourth down and 12. FSU's going to leave Jordan Travis in the offense on the field.
Now, I think at this point you have to. I mean, you have to score really every possession right now. You count this as a possession, so every time you touch the ball from here on out, you got to put points on the board.
Got to get to the 33-yard line. Third down, fourth down and 12. Jordan Travis has time. Has to throws a pass far side of the field. It is too tall. Incomplete. Knowles turning over on down. Pass to Keyshawn Helton on the far side of the field. And Jordan Travis airmailed it about 2 yards too high. And FSU will turn the ball over on down. Second time we've attempted a fourth down. Second time we have failed in this half. Florida State trailing 41-16. Keep it right here on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Learfield IMG College.
Geico presents
Hit the like, people. Hit the
Monster
like.
Counseling.
Dracula, tell me
Hit the like. Subscribe to the channel.
How lonely it be.
please. No one will even let me into their house. I knock and I knock, but they ignore me.
We'll be all right, Florida State. No, we'll be all right. You just stick to your guns, stick with your team.
I don't even see myself anymore.
Go through the hard knocks. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Expect others to. I'm having a breakthrough.
I've been a Bucs fan my whole life. And we got the most losing franchise. It's like we're gonna get a Super Bowl this year.
On your car
Just
insurance.
stick with your team.
Every football fan knows that playing at home is an advantage, but when you're ready for a home, the competition can be fierce. A verified approval letter from Rocket Mortgage can help. It tells sellers that your offer is good, helping your bid compete with cash buyers and giving you an edge in the home buying market. So when your finances need a home field advantage.
Do it again. Hold on. Get it to me again. Sorry, give me 1 minute. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I'm getting it. Hold on.
The Florida Department of State is reminding voters that there are 3 options for voting in the November 3rd general election: vote by mail, early voting, and voting at the polls on Election Day. Voting resources and additional information available at floridaelection2020.gov. Gene?
Well, the Louisville Cardinals scored on 5 straight possessions in the first half.
Yeah, 5 straight possessions.
31-14 at halftime on James Turner's 28-yard field goal. And it has not gotten a whole lot better in the second half. The defense has scored the only points for the Seminoles here in the second half. A safety, Emmett Rice and Stephen Dix tackled the quarterback in the end zone. New quarterback, Jawan Pass, will work now. Malik Cunningham's day is over. And the first play with pass and quarterback is going to get very little. Florida State trailing 41-16. Jawan Pass has been injured off and on most of last year and has not played this season. Redshirt senior from Columbus, Georgia, will get work here in the fourth quarter with the Cardinals leading 41-16.
Hit that like, people. We got the haters in here. Hit that like.
Is out of Georgia. Big tall kid, about the size of
Hit the
Lamar
like.
Jackson. The Heisman Trophy winner. Hand the ball off. Berkeley, big hole down the right side, outside the numbers 40, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Who wants him? A Seminole finally drags him down by the shoulder pad inside the 20-yard line. Maurice Berkeley spells Javian Hawkins. His day may be over as well. Hawkins with 16 carries, 174 yards. And Maurice Berkeley now is over 60 yards rushing the football in a reserve role.
Just really don't like the way we're playing that, Gene. The defensive end is not crashing down. I mean, it's causing a huge hole in there. And then what's happening, the guard is coming around and picking off the linebacker. And it's just leaving this about 7-yard, seam to run through that me and you can get through together.
Well, the Seminoles failed on fourth down. Pass, play action fake, dropping, looking, wants to throw. Hangs onto the ball. Now throws, he still has the ball and he's tackled. Maybe he got ahead for a yard, and that's about it. But everybody covered in the end zone. He wanted to throw a touchdown pass and could not find a guy in a black and red uniform open. Stephen Dix makes the tackle. Good-looking young freshman. He was interviewed. Tom Block had him on the pregame show today. Great guy to talk football with. Malik Cunningham's day is done. 16 of 24, 278 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His quarterback efficiency rating, 191.5. Louisville Cardinals with 8 minutes left lead 41-16 from the 11-yard line. Second down, 9. Pistol formation, hand the ball off, running right. Maurice Berkeley runs into a wall of white, is knocked backwards. Gang tackling Seminoles with gold helmets on. Still have fight. And that'll be a loss.
Still have fight. It's moral victory crap.
Boy, he got
still
a nice gain.
Goddamn moral victory.
On 1 carry on this drive, his longest carry of the game. And that's set up
Hit that like, people. Hit the like.
15-yard line. That's where they are now, facing third down and 9.
Thank y'all for hitting that like, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
41,
Appreciate
Seminoles
it.
16. Cardinals
Appreciate y'all for hitting that like.
need to reach the 2-yard line. From the 11, the snap, play action fake, pass, those toward the end zone, incomplete pass, and a flag throw. It will be pass interference apparently on Raymond Woody. And Woody's pass interference flag will extend this drive by the Louisville Cardinals. Jawan Pass tried to pass for a touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense, number 31. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. First and goal.
Jordan Watkins.
Hey, if anybody want to come on, man, we'll put the link in the chat.
Homegrown from Louisville Butler High School.
They're probably going to stay on long after the
Passed on
game.
by Jawan. And, that was very close to being maybe a no call.
So if y'all want to come in the
The
chat,
pass was dropped
let me
by the
know.
intended receiver. But it's first down and goal now. Penalty half the distance.
It would have been good if Woody could have actually located the ball right there, and they were just playing the receiver.
From the 2-yard line, swing pass left side to the 5, 3, 2, 1, walk-in touchdown, Louisville Cardinals.
Oh,
And
God.
Tutu Atwell has his second touchdown of the game.
Oh.
I mean, just schemed it. I mean, that right there is just called out scheming your opponent right there. Everybody crashes down. Everybody's concerned about flowing to the ball. Nobody stays backside. They try to keep contained. And whoever has Atwell man-to-man to save the corner right there, he's trying to get to the other side to make a play. He can't get back to make a play on Atwell before he scores.
Well, the scheme set up by Scott Satterfield and his staff had the Seminoles off balance. The point after try by James Turner is automatic.
Wow.
He's not missed one this year. He's not missed one today. And the Louisville Cardinals have taken a 48-16 lead.
Oh, my goodness.
48-16. Jawan
You
Pass
say that one more time, Gene. Back
has
off. I
not
didn't
played
hear
this
you.
year. Throws a touchdown pass from 2 yards out with 7 minutes to go in the
God
fourth quarter.
damn.
And you don't
Man,
want
we'll
to see
say,
the
wake
backup
up.
quarterback come in and have
Man, it's 6 in the morning over here. You wake up. You get blown out so much, Gene.
You're going to
to
start seeing the 2s
used
and
to
3s
it.
right now.
Yeah.
48-16 Cardinals, fourth quarter.
You
action.
say we out scheme,
Action continues
win,
after
lose,
the
or
break.
draw.
This is the
Do it
Southern Sports
all.
Network, brought to
That's
you by
right.
Learfield IMG College.
No.
If you're a Florida State fan who believes that more convenience is better, join ViStar and bank any way you want.
How do I stay
at
calm?
a branch, on a mobile device,
It's 6 in the
or at
morning.
one of more than
I'm tired.
20,000
I've been up
fee-free
since because of the
ATMs
time
across
difference.
North
It's 3 in the
America.
morning. I had to get up for
We
this game.
believe that people
So
have
I'm just
better things
tired.
to do with their time. At
I'm going to
ViStar,
sleep right after
we
this game.
never
I'm going
forget
right
that
back to
it's
sleep
your
too.
money. Proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles. All loans
Gene,
subject to
no.
approval.
I'm
Insured by
no-blooded, man.
NCUA.
I got up at 2 in the morning for this game.
Some things make a house
Went to bed like
your
11
home.
o'clock. Got up at 2.
Like cozy indoor warmth
I'm going
that makes
back to
bare
sleep.
feet on a chilly day.
Gene done.
Your
Nah,
thing.
Gene's a no-blood, man.
When
He,
heating with natural
you know,
gas,
he's been
you
doing
get
this for a long
faster,
time.
warmer
Gene's been
comfort,
here since
save
he's
money, and
for
earn a
real.
rebate
Like,
up
he
to
slept before Bobby Brown. He was here, I
$725. Your home. Power safe, reliable, efficient
I don't know. I
energy.
think
Love
Marvin
natural
Wilson's
gas.
draft is plummeting.
Find rebate details at peoplesgas.com.
Louisville,
Today
man.
tastes like game day.
It's something wrong here, man. Something happened.
Seating.
There's no way
Tastes
we
like
should be
coffee
losing
table
like this to
dining.
Louisville. We just beat
And an ice
UNC.
cold Coke.
It's
to
like we
cool
took
down
it. It's
the
like
heat.
we aggressive last week.
It tastes like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Never tastes better.
Our defense is struggling. Man.
Florida State in a deep hole late. 48-16. Cardinals a 1-4 team.
Yeah,
are
it's
taking us
hard,
out to
Jen.
the
It's hard,
woodshed.
but yeah, I am.
Seems like maybe our worst
So
losses
if you
over
were
the
out
last few
scheming, is that
years
coaching?
at the Cardinal Stadium.
I don't know
Good
what,
grief,
Jen. I don't know what's
48-16,
going on.
the
out here.
all-time series.
I haven't been able to
Noles
figure out
lead
Florida State for about 2
16-4.
years.
But the
I don't know what
Cardinals
the hell
have
going
put
on.
48 on the board
Yeah, they put it once
in
the
Louisville,
entire
and they
game.
lead 48-16.
I mean, they saw what they wanted to do, Gene, and they executed it well all
They
day.
put it once
especially
the
with play
whole
action
game.
on offense, and then the ability to run the ball. They're just running this one play straight downhill. Well,
Yeah, we need to
the
get time.
guard is
Yeah, we need to
blocking
get time.
down. The defensive end is getting blocked
Yeah, we should be able
outside,
to
blocked
pick.
outside.
I mean, like,
and then they
damn, the
have
way
a
our
guard
defense
pick
looking,
on
can
the
we be
linebacker,
picked?
and
I
that
don't.
play has probably been at about 9%.
I thought we had this game.
Kai Douglas awaits.
I don't say it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a
It's
fluke.
short will return from the 12, and he's tripped up
It
right
wasn't a
around the
fluke.
21-yard line. Florida State trying to get a big play on special teams. Ja'Kai Douglas has been our kickoff returner today in Louisville, and he has stopped short of the 25-yard line. Short kickoff. You know, you can call for a fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Ja'Kai tried to make something happen. Florida State head coach Mike Norvell will have to wait to notch his first ACC road victory. Cardinals lead 48-16. 7 minutes left in the game.
But, you know, you thought the way that this offense came out, this Florida State offense came out and was able to move the ball down the field and score on that first drive. You thought
Louisville player on the previous play.
You thought they'd be able to get it done a little bit better than they did today, but just haven't been able to handle business offensively, haven't been able to really be consistent moving the football. And when you can't score and match the score of your opponent, it's going to be a tough game for you.
Now,
Keep that light, man. Yeah, ART, the defense.
And that was just about it.
Hey, y'all, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to the channel.
An injured player, that's Marvin Dallas.
Donate to the channel. Got a lot of likes, but donate to the super chat.
A transfer
if you don't mind.
Georgia Military
Check out my channel, subscribe to
the sideline. Florida State. Well, he looks like he's hurting too.
Yeah, he did something to that wrist and that arm, Jen. I wouldn't be surprised if he broke something right there the way he's grimacing and in pain.
First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Pistol formation. New quarterback for the Seminoles. Rolling to the right thought field. It's almost picked off.
Who that, Chuba?
Almost picked off, and that is the first look we have had at Chuba Purdy in this season. A freshman from Arizona.
It almost looked like that play when we saw Rodemaker get in, and he had that same play last week, and he rolled outside and threw that interception. So, I mean, you want to make sure you get
the young Chuba out there. We got Chuba.
High percentage play. You want to build confidence in a young quarterback.
Let's see what Chuba got. He's only a freshman. I ain't gonna expect. You can't expect that.
Collarbone in the first scrimmage in the preseason. Pistol formation. Purdy hands the ball off and running the ball to the right side. Nice run across the 30 to the 40 outside the numbers. That goes Toafili to the 40 to the 35 to the 30 and rides a tackler out of bounds.
Toafili gonna be starting next season.
Toafili's longest carry of his career. That was a dandy. And you know, Chuba Purdy.
Yeah, Toafili our best running back,
credit,
man.
But he sort of looked like he still had the ball.
He'll be starting next season.
To Toafili, and that sprung the freshman loose. And he was off to the races.
And what I want to see right there, I want to see take it to the house. I want to see home run ability right there. Excellent run, excellent pickup. When you get open in the outfield like that, baby, take it to the house.
From the Cardinal 30-yard line, moving right. This time a play action, a handoff. It is to Toafili, and he's going to be stuffed.
Dang, Toafili's a beast.
For no gain.
Toafili
is a loss of one.
Toafili's a beast, man.
Seminoles' leading rusher with his sixth carry for 76
Toafili
yards a moment ago on that 49-yard scoop.
I ain't expecting nothing from
Chuba Purdy.
He's a freshman quarterback.
Recognized one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the recruiting class of 2020. True freshman, seeing his first action as a Florida State Seminole. Knowles at all white.
I don't expect nothing from Chuba.
Big, 48-16 from the 31-yard line.
This is his first reps in college ever.
Right. Still rolling. He's going to run. Purdy is going to get out of bounds to avoid a hit at the 26-yard line. That will bring up third down. Now, Chuba Purdy brings you the same thing that Jordan Travis brings you in your offense. He can run with a football.
And that's what you're going to have to do right now. When you have offensive line,
what's happening at
not really holding the defense at the point of attack.
Yeah, I thought we were getting momentum too. I did too.
That's mobile enough to either extend the play or
some dead weight on this team. I'm with you.
5:18 to go.
I thought we took a step forward too, man.
Third down and 6 after a
I don't know what the hell going on. I thought we took a step forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 26 Knowles need to reach the
I don't know,
20-yard line. Third down,
the defense,
6.
Offense even looked like it regressed a little bit.
Rolling, Purdy, and the play is going to be whistled dead. There was movement.
Yeah, it's good to let Chuba get some playing time in.
The center didn't get the ball off on time.
Prior to the snap, ball start.
Chuba gonna ball for us, y'all.
Penalty. Still third down.
Davian Johnson on that late snap, and I saw the whole left side. It looked like the left side of the line was jumping before the ball was triggered. Florida State will have to overcome a penalty. Penalties have been few in the second half, but penalties really hurt the Noles in the first half. 9 penalties down 94 yards for FSU. 2 pass interference penalties in the second half on the Seminole secondary. Third down 11 facing Chuba Purdy. Arizona kid. And the Noles will let that huddle clock get down to 0-0. Do we spend a timeout or get another flag?
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Well, you got a new quarterback in, and you face third down and long. Now it'll be third down and longer. Trying to get that play into Chuba Purdy and the Seminole offense. Knowles trail 48-16. And that bell tolls for the Louisville Cardinals, who have
hit the like, people. Hit the like.
8 points on the
Yeah, ain't nothing left to say, man.
It is third down and 16 now. Here is the snap. Purdy, a delayed blitz. Purdy puts the pass here, and it's incomplete. A little too tall
None
for
left.
Jordan
It ain't
Young
nothing to
to
say.
handle. And FSU will face fourth down. They send a delayed blitz from a safety, and he was right in the grill of Chuba Purdy when he pulled the trigger.
But that's what you want to do. I mean, if you're a defensive coordinator or a defensive-minded coach,
6
you want
years
to put
senior.
pressure on a young quarterback and force him to make a quick decision to get the ball out of his hands. If he's going to make a great
Thank y'all for
play,
hitting
he's
that
not
like,
gonna make a
man.
great play.
Yeah, they sent safety Isaiah Hayes on a delayed
Give me some
blitz.
likes, people. If you ain't hit that like
Purdy
yet,
will
please
face
give me some
fourth down
likes.
and
If you come,
16.
if you listen to this,
Young quarterback.
hit that
A
like
lot of
button.
upside on this young man wearing number 12.
I work hard here.
Fourth down,
And check out the channel. Hit the
The line of
subscribe button,
scrimmage,
like
the
button.
36-yard. Got to reach the 20. Purdy
Check out my
rolls left,
channel.
throws the ball down the
Subscribe.
left side. Got a receiver open. First, dropped inside the 5-yard line. Second drop of the day by Keyshawn Helton. In his
Oh,
lap.
damn! What's wrong with
Better
us?
than Chuba just did. But when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. When you're down 48-16, sometimes
Our
bad
receivers,
things continue to happen.
skill positions,
And see,
man. Need
again,
help.
it's just that, the receiver kind of concerned about the DBs and where, the hit might be coming from. I mean, he's surrounded by 3 guys right there, and he sees that closing down on him, but he still has to keep his eyes on the ball. That's a pass that he has to catch, and he knows it.
Well, that would have been a first down and goal, if not a touchdown.
Well, Chuba
It was
do
right
a good
through his
throw, huh?
arms.
Chuba Purdy?
Couldn't have been thrown any better by Chuba Purdy, and it was dropped by Keyshawn at the 3-yard line. 48-16, the score.
Chuba's a
remains, and
beast.
The Cardinals will take over.
Hey, Chuba gonna be, man. I told
That was
y'all.
about it.
Chuba's a
Louisville
dog,
has the ball
y'all.
now, late in the
Watch.
fourth quarter.
That was a good throw,
4:08
too.
to go. And the
I
Cardinals
told
take
y'all.
over at their 36-yard line, running to the right. The Cardinals
Told
still
y'all
have
about
fight.
Chuba.
Despite leading 48-16, a flag comes out late.
He way better than
That'd
Travis
be a late
Jordan.
hit on a Florida
He
State
way.
defender.
I'm sorry, Jordan Travis. He
FSU
way better than
trailing
Jordan
big,
Travis.
and Louisville
Maybe not yet, but he
into
will
their
be
bench.
next season.
Number 44 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Jalen
Yeah.
Mitchell
Well, Helton.
is
This
the
is
running
one
back.
bad game for
A
Helton.
redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
from
Louisville not even
guess where?
good, man.
Florida.
It's one bad
Rockledge,
game for
Florida.
Helton. Helton's been good the whole
Yeah, I
time. he's
mean,
been at
most of
Florida
the,
State.
you think about Louisville,
He's
most of
human.
their skill position
I ain't gonna hold that
players
against him.
are
He
from the state of
human.
Florida.
Florida State
The
trailing.
defense
penalty
lost this.
will
The
take away
offense
that
played a
nice
part.
run
I ain't gonna lie. 14, 16 points, not enough.
by the Florida kid.
But the defense lost this game. They
It
couldn't
will
get off
be
the
a
field.
10-yard penalty for holding, and Jalen
Ooh.
Mitchell
Man.
will lose about 11 yards of rushing.
I've been telling y'all
Rockledge
Chuba should be
out of the
starting.
same
Yeah,
hometown.
Chuba's a better thrower than
Juwan
Travis. It's not
Corbin.
even
They
close.
have been teammates.
He's just a freshman, though. You can't start him.
Redshirt freshman.
He's a
former
freshman.
redshirt
It's a
sophomore.
rebuild, y'all. We can't just
Here's
throw what
the
we
snap
got.
on 1st and 20.
It's
They
a
fake
rebuild.
the end around, hand the ball off, and
You got to go
Jalen
through the growing pains.
Mitchell will fight his way ahead for maybe a yard. Minimal gain by that freshman running back, Jalen Mitchell. Javian Hawkins began the game. He's been watching since midway through the third quarter. He has 174 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, well ahead of his
Chuba?
103
Oh, yeah.
yards per game
Oh, yeah.
average, 4th in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Javian Hawkins. Then we saw Maurice Berkeley. He ran
Yeah,
rapid,
but
had a big carry as well.
number
He's got 64
8
yards
dual
rushing.
threat
It is
quarterback
second
in the
down and
country,
15
man. Come out of
from
high
the
school.
Cardinal 31-yard
Top 10
line. They
quarterback
move
out of
right
high
to
school.
left. Out of that power pistol look, you got a running back on your right hip. And
That's
a
all
running
he just
back
did. He
immediately
almost threw a
behind him.
touchdown.
Here is the
If
snap.
the
Feed
receiver
the
would've
ball,
caught it.
running right. Jalen Mitchell slashes his way across the 35 and near the 36-yard line. Cardinals now have produced more
Yeah, our
offense
defense
against
defense
Florida
has
State
been
than
bad
any
since
team
14.
we have played this season. 570 yards of offense. They have been
It's gotten
almost
worse, like gradually each year.
unstoppable.
And it's been just a
I'll be
couple
right
of
back,
plays.
y'all.
I mean, the play action that they've been able to get the tight end. They actually hit some big plays with the receivers. And then this little stretch play coming right off the tackle with the tight end is kicking out the defensive end, and they're getting a good block up on the linebacker with the pulling guard.
48-16, third down and 10. The penalty set them back. Here's the snap. They'll feed the ball running to the left. Mitchell made one guy miss, but loses his balance and falls forward to the 39-yard line, where it will be 4th down.
And it's that play right there. That's the play that's really been successful for this Louisville team all day long. And if he doesn't fall right there, he probably picks up some more yardage.
Jalen Mitchell, the 6th Louisville Cardinal to run the ball, both quarterbacks. Cunningham and Jawan Pass had multiple carries. Javian Hawkins, the destroyer of Florida kids, 174 yards, 3 touchdowns, including a 70-yard touchdown that gave Louisville the lead for good, 14-7. A minute 50 to go. 4th down and 8. Cardinals wait till the huddle clock gets down to 1 second, spend the timeout, and then we'll punt the ball away. Florida State trailing big 48-16. The Cardinals have put 48 on the board. That is the second most points scored on Florida State this season. Miami, I don't even want to mention that score, but Miami scored more than 48.
Right, and then you just look at it, Jay. We have, when you think about the teams we played and their running backs and success that the running backs have had against our defense, we've all made all of them almost look like Heisman Trophy contenders. So we have to make sure we take care of business up
hit
there
the light, people, hit the light.
Line and the linebacker.
Hit
That's
that light,
right
hit that
there.
light.
We have to get it done. Have to stop the running game, because what happens is that running game opens up the passing game, and we saw we got really hurt bad today by play action.
Yeah, 293 yards rushing by the Louisville Cardinals, including that 174 number by Javian Hawkins. Coach Mike Norvell talked about that front seven force.
Chubby look good,
pressure
man.
on the quarterback.
Yeah, Chubby nice. Yeah.
Got to try to
He's
return
flashing.
Keyshawn Helton. Will be dropped as he maybe
Yeah,
return
Chubby
that ball
flashing.
about
I'm not
5
worried about
yards, and
Chubby.
That is,
Not worried about Chubby. He's got the goods.
Keyshawn dropped a pass that would have probably changed the scoreboard
He got
inside
the
the
goods.
5-yard line, right in his lap, and could not hang on. He
Chubba,
was wide
Chubba.
open.
Yeah, I think he had 2
He'll be
big
starting
plays
next
today.
season, more than
Catches
likely.
that he missed. It was 3rd and long on
If he
one.
stays
up, and
healthy,
catches that.
Chuba Purdy
I think
will
they
be
kind
out
of
there.
changed the complexion of the game, because
No,
keep that
Keyshawn
first
good,
down
man.
and go
Stop.
down,
He
and
just had a
probably end up
bad day.
scoring on that drive.
Florida State 6th.
He just had a bad day.
And we have 2 points to show for it in the second half. A safety recorded by the Seminole defense. We'll start at the 34-yard line. FSU 34. Moving right, trailing big, 48-16. Chuba Purdy will work his second series. Low snap, flag zone, movement.
Who you
in the
think? You think
offensive
Chuba gonna start?
And I see
After
Andrew
the bye
Baselli
week?
is
Really?
seeing some playing time. He's playing right guard.
No, I doubt that. Not the way George has been playing good, man. I don't see that happening. Why would you try? Why would you
I
risk
believe
the
that's the number Robert Scott wears.
only thing that's been working for us?
So you got some new players in the game.
I wouldn't start Chubby yet.
Did not start. Love Taylor was.
I'll at least wait
available
for
to start
Jordan
the
Travis
ball
to
game.
get
Center
like.
is Maurice Smith,
Yeah, we
the
flat. We came out flat.
Brady Scott.
We came out real flat, Todd. What's up, Todd Pope? Hit
First
the
down
light,
and
people.
15. Purdy looks
I appreciate y'all supporting me, man.
To his right. He throws the ball away. Smart play.
Hit the like
by
button, people. I
Brett.
appreciate that.
I think the plan, William, is to try to redshirt Chuba Purdy, but right now, you're one injury away from Purdy having to be pressed into duty, but you could play in 4 games and still maintain that redshirt eligibility.
Well, I think it's good to get him some experience. You want to get him experience right now, and the more experience you get, the better player you're going to be.
A minute 30 left in this ball game. 48-16 Cardinals. It's been all red today at Cardinal Stadium. The snap to Purdy, empty backfield, pass to the left side, caught ball. No, drop ball in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And Darian Williamson, another dropped pass in this game.
And that really is unacceptable. I mean, there is no reason you practice all week long on doing whatever your craft is, whether it be running the football as a running back or as a receiver catching the ball. So you got to be able to make those plays when you get your number called.
A minute 26 left in the ball game. Knowles face 3rd down and 15. I thought Chuba Purdy was going to have his first pass completion. Drop pass by a freshman receiver from Brownsville, Tennessee.
Again? Oh,
Darian
God.
Williamson.
Dang,
Spread formation.
nobody want to catch the
dropping
ball.
Out of the gun. Chuba Purdy throws a ball downfield. Too tall. Intercepted. Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, Chuba's not ready.
No,
man.
he dropped it. I beg your
Oh,
pardon.
he dropped it. Chuba's
Looked
not
at it
ready.
in his mitts and could not hang on.
Just a dangerous pass right there. Just a dangerous
Chuba's
pass.
not nowhere
Throws it
near
over
ready.
the middle into coverage, but that just shows you he has some confidence in his ability to throw the ball. You got to believe in yourself if you're going to try to make a throw like that.
Yasser Abdullah went no, sir, and could not hang on the ball.
Hit the like. Hit that like, baby. It's your boy TURNTTALLY, the number one no fan in the no universe. And if you think you know somebody better than me, you're doing
And
this.
we have 80 seconds
Busta!
in the game. So it's fourth down and 15. The false start penalty certainly did not help a true freshman quarterback. Sidecar to the right. Here, no, they're going to punt the ball. Beg your pardon. And the punt by Mastromato goes through the hands of a Louisville Cardinal returner. It's loose. It's picked up by the Seminoles inside the 5 to the touchdown. Jake Hyde Douglas.
Oh, they're going to say muff.
Is it a
Yeah, they're going to say muff.
be held on to by the Cardinals? It should belong
We
to
got our
FSU.
ball. Yeah, we got the ball. We just can't advance it.
Jake Hyde Douglas recovered. And so the Seminoles will have it first and goal. See if Chuba Purdy
Get you a
gets his first touchdown.
Get you a touchdown, young man. Why not?
How about this? Football's a crazy game. Burns has been the returner. He just slipped through his fingertips. Then it bounced away from his fingertips. And before you know it, Ja'Kai Douglas
Chuba Purdy about to get his first touchdown
And he goes into
in his career. Come on, Chuba.
touchback. It's a muff punt. And it's down where the ball was touched by a Seminole. And that is the 10-yard line. So the Seminoles with a little life now, a chance to dig into a 48-16 deficit. See what Chuba Purdy can do.
Hello, Chuba.
First down and goal from the 10-yard line. Here is the snap. Purdy play action fake.
He's a
Running
rep.
to his left to the 6-yard line, and he's snagged by the ankle. Chuba Purdy wears number 12.
You gotta play Chuba, man. You gotta give him some reps in.
Top prospect
You gotta get him
signed in
reps
the
in.
2020 recruiting class of Mike Norvell.
He was really Chuba
Touchdown.
was either going to start or be second
A
string
minute to
this
go
season
in the
anyway,
fourth
so
quarter.
you got to get
All
the reps
smiles
in.
on the
He's gonna
Cardinal
be a feature.
sideline. Not many smiles on the Seminole sideline. Second down
I hope
goal
not.
from the 7-yard line. Knowles and White move left to right. On second down, Purdy in that spread formation. Play action fake, drops, throws a pass toward the end zone. It is a incomplete pass.
Oh.
In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that was Kentron Portier.
Damn, can we
The only
catch?
thing I'll say is that get that up just a little bit higher and let that receiver go up and get the ball. It looks like he has about 2 inches on that defensive back. So put it at the highest point and let the receiver go get it at the highest point.
Jordan Travis completes 14 of 32 passes for 100.
Hey, if y'all want to come on,
touchdown and an
I
interception.
put the link in the chat. If y'all want to Zoom with
their
me,
leading rusher, 6 carries, 76.
discuss the game.
Chuba Purdy now on third down and goal.
Hit the
26
like.
seconds left from the 7-yard line. Purdy looking, goes over the middle, caught ball dropped again at the 1-yard line. Same target, that's Portier.
Dropped again?
Got to catch the ball.
Oh, God.
Touch your hands. You got to have it, receivers.
Oh, God, we can't
Down
catch.
Goal. I do not keep track of drop
Oh,
passes.
man.
I'm sure Ron Dugan's and some of the offensive assistants do. But there have been at least
Ron Dugan.
At least a half
What's
dozen.
going on, man?
Huge drops, too, and a couple of those.
All you do is
Down
catch
and
and
goal from the
practice.
7. Can we score a touchdown with 21 seconds left? Fade route, left side, caught. Nope, dropped again. Incomplete, same guy. Well, Kentron Portier.
Holy
He's had
crap.
3 chances to score a touchdown in his true freshman season. And
Holy
could not hang on.
crap.
And the freshman,
Holy crap. 3 straight?
That's what that play right there boils
Same
down.
guy?
It boils down the entire game for this Florida State football
Holy
team.
crap.
I mean, basically, it boils down to what team wanted it more. You saw us come out.
Oh,
we started
crap.
fast, came out and got that
This
first
is-
drive, but then we went able to stop Louisville. And they just kept putting it up after time, driving the field down. Not only scoring, but scoring touchdowns.
well, the Louisville Cardinals will improve to 2-4. Knowles will fall to 2-4. And 1-4 in conference play. The Cardinals will have an identical conference record, 1-4. This Louisville Cardinal team surprised everybody a year ago when they went 8-5, 5-3, and finished second in the Atlantic Division of the ACC. One kneel down, and this game is over. 48-16 will be the final score.
Yeah, if anybody want to
Snap
come
the
on,
kneel
man.
down. Clock will tick down to 12 seconds. That's the ball game. FSU scored
Y'all
its
want to come
opening
on and
possession.
FaceTime,
Generally a
discuss
good
this
sign
game?
when you're on the road.
Link to the chat, y'all.
Then the Louisville Cardinals began the first of 5
Link to the
consecutive
chat. Hit
touchdown
the like.
possessions. And
Hit the like
at
before you
halftime,
leave. Please, people,
Miami
hit the like
margin
before you
and the
leave.
final score, 48.
Hit the like before you bounce out.
31-14 lead in the first half. We could not stop them in the first half.
Anybody want to join?
Florida State gets 2
Zoom
points
in
total.
right now. If you,
About the
who
second
we
half
got?
for you, Floyd. Last week we were shut out by North Carolina.
I mean, we
got one.
But we come out. We seem like we kind of start fast when we get it done, but letting your opponent put up 21 points in the first quarter, you're already at a deficit for the rest of the game right there. And I think that's what really hurt, allowing them to go up that big in the first quarter and then not being able to stop them.
48-16, your final score. The Cardinals outgained the Noles 569 yards to 406, the most yards allowed by the Seminole defense this season. One turnover by the Noles, an interception thrown by Jordan Travis late in the ball game. That resulted in a field goal by James Turner. And the final margin for
I've been doing this 3 years, man.
Stay tuned. Our post-game show continues.
I don't want people knowing my. I
after
don't want my
these
people knowing that.
messages.
Hey, football fans. Some of us may be cheering from home this season. You've got the big TV and game time snacks, but no room to cheer. No sweat. You've got options. When you work with Rocket Mortgage, you see all your options right up front. From down payments to closing costs, you know what fits your budget. So, if you need a home big enough for your whole team, Rocket can. Get started at rocketmortgage.com.
Right, I'm not blaming
Rocket
Dugan.
Mortgage, proud supporter of
48
college
Helton.
athletics. Call for cost information.
Who else dropped balls today? It was 48 Helton. Oh, Ontario Wilson dropped the ball. It was
5 cents off every gallon of fuel every day. That's
Corbin
5
not looking
cents
good.
off
Well
every
looking
gallon
impressive.
with
Travis
Make
had a
It Count
bad day.
rewards from Marathon. Plus, you can earn points for additional savings on fuel,
Who was good
airfare,
today?
hotels, and more. It's quick and easy to join. Just visit
Man, good question.
makeitcount.com/radio or
Probably
download the free app. So start saving today with Make
Webb
It Count
was
from
okay.
Marathon.
Nobody
Offer
was
valid
good,
only
man.
at participating Marathon locations.
I don't think
Marathon,
anybody was
fueling
really
the American
tough
spirit.
today.
This is FSU
We'll
football
have to
from
see a picture of
Learfield
that last
IMG
week.
College.
I know. Yeah. It's like we regressed a step. It's like we regressed a step, man. I don't get it. I don't know. I thought we was there. I don't know. No intensity again. Defense had one. What? Made them punt once? I can't think of anyone. Neither. This means
License number
the Bears will lose Monday.
CCC1331204.
Chuba got an arm. He the future though. Yeah, he got a nice arm, man. He gonna be good for us. Hit the like, people. Hit the like. We went to 30 to 56. I know, because the haters want to see me cry. More than like. Hit the like, people.
And Tallahassee's only trauma center. Our expert team offers
Hit the like.
technology and treatment options to get you back in the game. We are Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, your hospital for life.
Hey, if y'all want to come on, man, come on and zoom in with me. I'll put it again.
It's a final from
Because I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep soon. I ain't staying on long. I've been up since 3 in the morning, man.
Inside the network studios as we go into your
Yeah,
ACC
Travis
and
sleep a little off today. Thanks, Mike.
Of course, lots of action
Thanks,
going on
Mike.
around the
Appreciate your
ACC.
support,
One
man.
of
You
those
always
games
support
has
your
just
boy.
started.
Hold on.
Number 19 Virginia Tech is at Wake Forest. They are just
Do it all. Win, lose, or draw. Do it all. I'm no blood. Raw. Let's go. We'll get there. We'll get there, y'all. Team looked off today. Blood raw. No blood raw. No blood raw. Hey, no blood raw. No blood raw. Hit that like, people. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my brother Mike Ellis. Disappointing performance today. Disappointing performance. Hey, but it's still no blood raw. And then Mike, I still trust. Now Mike Fuller, he on the hot seat. But I'm still with Norvell. Mike gonna blame the players, not his coaches. I blame the players. I blame the players and I guess the scheme. I don't know. I'm blaming everybody. It's a team effort. I'm blaming everybody. Fuller has to go, you say? You said Fuller got to go, Rose? Fuller has to go. Why you say that? Why you say that, Rose?
Don Munson and company from JMI Sports. Clemson.
Why you say that, Rose?
Scoop and score touchdown.
He say fire someone. Hashtag fire someone.
Rolling to a 47-21 win.
Hey, yo, I'm going live tomorrow, man. I'm going live tomorrow. I'm gonna do the Bucks game if y'all want to check it out. Bucks and Raiders.
To the Orange defense, Travis Etienne.
Rose, you all right? Fuller gave up $5 a game, 21 points or more in the first half. Yeah, I don't know what happened today, y'all. We look real flat. Well, we start off fast. We scored first, but yeah, we got a good scheme of offense. I like our offense.
Syracuse, meanwhile,
yeah, it's the talent. It's the talent. I think it's more so the talent than coaching.
Since September 19th.
I agree. I think even the announcers on Gene's show was making comments about the defense coaching and all players. Oh, okay. Hey, Gene Deckerhoff was not happy. I've never heard Gene Deckerhoff like this. Gene Deckerhoff is fed up. He's like, he's making jokes on us and stuff. Like, yeah.
Coming off of the 12-7 win against Louisville and South Bend last week.
Gene Deckerhoff, he ain't happy, man.
That's the longest current active streak in the nation. Notre Dame is 4-0 for the second time in the last 3 years. They've won 2
I'm so tired, y'all, but I'm gonna try and stay up for y'all.
Try and bounce back. They've lost 3 in a row after
hit the like, please, people. Hit the like.
3-0, first time they've hosted a top 5 team since November of 2017. That turned out well for Pitt.
Hit the like, people. Hit the like. Let me change this.
14 to spoil the Hurricanes' undefeated bid at a season in that one. 3 years ago, Pitt.
I guess nobody want to come on.
Opponents this season. They beat Louisville.
I'll talk. As long as y'all stay around, I'll talk.
The country, they have a loss at number 13 Miami. That was last week. Kenny Pickett,
no blood roll.
Injury and missed last week's game. Joey Yellen has 277 yards and a touchdown in relief at Miami in the losing effort. Also going on to the ACC.
Blood roll
between Boston College and Georgia Tech from Chestnut Hill. Yellow Jackets coming off of that humbling 73-7 loss against Clemson last week for their third loss in the last 4 games. First time they've met with BC since 2016, and it's been even longer since they've taken with the Eagles in this country. They had the 2016 season opener in Dublin, Ireland.
This been every week, but at UNC.
In that one, last time BC has beaten Georgia Tech, it was 2007, 24-10 in Atlanta. Bill Jerkovic. One of the best.
Did they put 35 back in the game?
For over 1,500 yards this season. That's the most through 5 games in Boston College history. He's also tied for second in the league in touchdowns.
If you can't, I like the way Chuba looked though. I don't know. If you can't score 30 plus on the nose defense, you should be fine.
ACC football, number 11 Miami welcome in.
Clemson is going to set
the Hurricanes off to a 4-1 start.
Set records on us.
Better for the third time in the last.
Hey, hold your head up, nose, man. Hold your head. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but hey, that's a rebuild. That's a rebuild. It's new to this fan base. It's a rebuild.
They also have question marks at quarterback. Lendell Stone.
So I guess, yeah, North Carolina. That's last week feels like an anomaly, don't it? Last week feels like an anomaly. I thought we were there. Damn. What was the effort on defense? Was it a scheme? This coach staff need to show this team that Florida State film so they can see how we play no football. Old Florida State. Hey, people, was it the scheme today, people? Or was it
they have just given up a touchdown to
players
Atlantic and WILLIE
by not playing?
They blocked the extra point. So
what was it today?
7-6 lead over the Owls with 5:10 remaining in the first half in Huntington, West Virginia. Marshall's off to a 4-0 start this season as they are back into the top 25 for the first time.
I'll put this in the chat again. If y'all want to come on and Zoom, man, and talk about it and vent and cry and cuss, come on and Zoom with the boy TURNTTALLY, man. You ain't been on this road before, right?
As you have Breece Hall for Iowa State, second in the NCAA in rushing yards behind Khalil Herbert of Virginia Tech at 133 per game. He's also second in the nation in rushing touchdowns, facing Chuba Hubbard.
A complete teardown, then rebuild.
13 rushing yards per game and 4 touchdowns as Oklahoma State.
He keep putting the same people in his coaching. Hit that like, people.
They're playing their first game in 3 weeks. They beat Kansas on
I appreciate you, Mike Ellis. I appreciate you.
Then their game last week against Baylor was postponed due to COVID-19 concerns. Oklahoma State's been getting the job on defense. We all know about the Big 12 and their offensive proficiency, but the Cowboys.
All right, y'all. I might go ahead and roll out, man. I am way overtired, but I will be back, man. Tuesday, I'll be back Tuesday night. Have a little surprise for you. Got a little surprise for you Tuesday night, so be around for the show Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm going live for the Bucks game, so if you want to watch the game with me tomorrow, Bucks and Raiders, 12 o'clock, I think. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. They moved it up. And yeah, man, I'll be back all this week. We're going to discuss this game. Jackson need to be on the bench.
Best start to a conference season.
Charles Kelly, Adam Fuller, Jackson need to be on the bench.
They now lead that all-time series over Kansas 65-48-5 to 118.
Well, there you go, people. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining to watch the game with me, man. I had a good time, even though I was tired. I know it seems like I'm not energetic. I'm tired. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. It'll be better next time. I ain't going to work to hit the haters, Mike. Hey, I gotta hit. Peace, Mike. Peace, Mike. Thanks, No Blood, for being watching the game, supporting the channel, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the TURNTTALLY Address, No Bloods, Boy Daddies. I'll be back, man. Peace.
Justin Fields took to social media